Good evening, good evening. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see who all in here. I just seen. Let me go back in the chat over here. Let's see. How you doing, Prophetess Quenisha? Welcome. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Say I'm excited for tonight's teaching. God bless you all. Hey, how you doing, Violet? Welcome, welcome, welcome. God bless you. Did I click on the wrong? Okay, all right. I know my wife was in here. Narc Free Living, Shannon. She had a sermon on Sunday at the church that we go to right here in Houston. Phenomenal message. I get a chance, go check that out. It's on Army of God Ministries on their YouTube channel. She probably shared it here in the chat. Go check out that sermon. Powerful message. It'll bless you. It'll bless you. Let me see who else. Hey, Mindy Mahogany, how you doing? God bless you. God bless you. Hey, Sis Arnay, welcome, welcome. Say happy Wednesday, family. Hey, Joy, we meet again. Joy had a phenomenal message yesterday. I couldn't catch it all. I caught the end of it. I got to go back and check that out still. But Shannon told me her message last night on YouTube was phenomenal. And she's seen me earlier on TikTok. I was on TikTok for about 45 minutes just talking on there. So thank you for being here, sis. Let me see who else is in here. Let's see. Hey, Nicole Jones, welcome, welcome. How you doing? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Nicole said the message was awesome. You talk about Shannon message or Joy? They always awesome. Right? Hey, Tyree, how you doing, brother? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. God bless you. God bless you. Lyris, how you doing, sis? God bless you. How you doing? Thank y'all for being in here. Let me see. What else? Did I miss anything? Joy say faith-based workplace was like on TikTok fire. Hey, I be like that sometimes, sis. I just be in my own little zone. I coming into my own on TikTok. It took a while for me to, I guess, get going, but the more I go live, it's different. I mean, it's different over there. It's a different vibe over there, but I like it, so it's awesome. It's awesome. Lyrics to say, sis Shannon, put it down. Yeah, I seen you in the chat Sunday night, lyricist. Yeah, she was in going in. So awesome. And if y'all haven't picked up her book that she did, anthology book, go check that book out. It's Rising Above Narcissistic Abuse, Your Navigational Journey to Freedom. Shannon, if you go to her website, www.narcfreeliving.com. Let me do this. Okay, so her website is at the back, www.narcfreeliving.com. She'll autograph you a copy and everything. This is Shannon right here. So all y'all pretty much know it. But for the people that's new here, anybody watching the replay that haven't seen her before, go check her out. She has another book. I don't know what other book yet, but she has another book as well that she did as well. So go check her out. Like I said, go subscribe to her channel. Message was phenomenal on Sunday at the church. And she won't be live this Saturday, but she was live Saturday, so that message was off the chain as well. Go check out Joy Pink Girl Teaches on YouTube as well and on TikTok. It's getting close to the holidays. Y'all want some cakes and pies and muffins? Arnay is in here. She has a business. Her and her daughter have a business. You can check her out as well. So we got people in here that's doing great works and doing great things, and they got others. Mindy Mahogany is another one that has a awesome YouTube channel, and she can sing too. So she can sing too. She been I didn't caught on a couple videos where Mindy Mahogany is singing. So go check her out as well. So we got people that's doing all kind of different things, and it's kingdom business. It's not just any old business. I wouldn't go tell y'all to support just some old weird stuff, but it's good ministry and stuff. Then you got Prophetess Quenisha as well, has a YouTube and TikTok channel as well. So go. Hey, they got stuff out there. Go check it out. Hey, how you doing, Maria? Welcome. Blessings. God bless you. Thank you for being here. And like I got the message pinned over there on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to follow me, this is all my stuff. Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. I ain't got to talk about that too much, but you're welcome. God bless you. Domestic violence. Since we're talking about abuse, I definitely want to make sure I definitely mention this tonight because we are talking about abuse tonight. 1-800-799-SAFE. Once again, that's 1-800-799-7233 if you're experiencing domestic violence. Okay, Shannon just put the hey, how you doing, Miss Airways? Welcome. God bless you. Blessings to you as well. Shannon just put the thing in there for the YouTube. Catch the replay of encounters that break chains. Phenomenal message. You want to go check that out. Go check that out. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Again, so we're talking about abuse this evening. Want to make sure I mention that as well. They go to number. You can also text 988 as well. And all my VIPs. Thank y'all for being VIPs and being part of the channel and stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. Trust me. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. If you want to join the channel, this is the link to join the channel for VIPs as well. What else we got? I think that's it. I'm gonna put this thumbnail up there one more time because I know y'all probably seen it, but I just want you to catch. Let me take this off. Hold on. Let me take this off before we get started. So I came up with this acronym on my own. Came from, I don't know. I was just sitting there thinking one day, and abuse, always beating up on someone effortlessly. Always beating up on someone, and I know it's abuse, and I know we talk about abuse in physical or financial or however, but always I just want you to remember that throughout this live, always beating up on someone. Basically, it's easy for them to do it. They do it with very little effort. It's basically what they're saying. It can be narcissists, it can be just anybody when you think about it. And these people do these things, to us and to others, and it's just not right. So that's kind of what the message is going to be tonight. Not sure what the topic going to be for next week because I ain't even did that one yet, but we'll have something for next Wednesday as well. So I'll do my thumbnails and get back to putting my 4 or 5 thumbnails up. But the message for tonight is abuse. Always beating up on someone effortlessly. Try saying that fast 3 times. Nah, I'm messing with y'all. Okay, and then here go the title that I put on YouTube. Abused by narcissists. Here's how to escape the narcissist trap. Abused by narcissists. Here's how to escape the narcissist trap. Because I don't know if y'all realize this. I'm pretty sure some of y'all do, but it's a trap that we were in when we were in narcissist abuse. Let's just say, wow, meaning of that word is on point. Thank you for that. I got a few skills, Leah. I got a few skills. But yeah, so yeah, because to me, that's what abuse really means. I mean, I know we think about it, but to me, it means, they're able to beat up people effortlessly in their finances. They're able to take somebody. When I was on TikTok earlier, they talked about a lady talked about that she just left the narcissist. Jar was in there as well. Just left the narcissist and they drained out the bank account. That's financial abuse. And then another lady say she was going through verbal abuse. That's still abuse. It's very little effort for them to curse you out, call you out your name, speak word curses over you. They don't care about you. They do not love you. So that abuse is easy for somebody that's evil. Easy for evil. There you go. But so you got to understand that, these people, hey, how you doing, Mel? Hey, how you doing? God bless you. You have to understand these people do abuse, no matter if it's financial, emotional, physical, mental, psychological, verbal. What else we got? I know they got some more abuses, but you get what I'm saying. They do these things with very little effort. It's very easy for them to abuse the people. They do it in the workplace. Just saying. It's very, very. I forgot I had typed it up and put it in here. Always beating up someone effortlessly. I want y'all to remember that throughout this live and think about the situations that you might currently be in or just went through, just came out of. I'm praying you on the back end of that, just came out of it. But they come and they try to beat up on you. All right, let me see where we at. Turn my volume up. A little louder. Let me see if it's loud now. There we go. We good. Thank y'all. And I have to always mention, thank y'all for welcoming everybody in, saying hi and how you doing and all that stuff. That always, even if it's a new person, I love how y'all, we engage and invite the people in. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Lyrics say they beat up on you without saying anything. Ain't that the truth? Without saying a thing, they beat up on you. All right, y'all. Let's get into this one. Let's get into this one. Anyone that can abuse someone without remorse is a different type of human. Think about that. Anybody that can beat up someone without any remorse, they have no feelings towards. Basically, when they beating you up, that's good. When they beating you up, they basically gray rocking you because they're not showing you no emotion. We know the definition of gray rock because we didn't use that before. It's when we don't show the narcissist or the abuser any emotion. But on the flip side, we flipping it this time. It's when the abuser is using gray rock towards us. So they can hit you. They can take the money out your bank account. They can break up with you on a text message. They can talk about you like a dog through a smear campaign and do it without any remorse and gray rock you the whole time. Don't show you any emotion. So it's sort of like what Lyricist just said. They can do it without words. They can get other people to do their bad dealings, and we know they are called flying monkeys. Them little silly jokers falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? God bless you. And they have the enablers. Enablers and flying monkeys allow the narcissists and people like them to abuse you, and they allow the abuse to keep going. And the reason why I know that it's true, because these people basically like sign off on it. What I mean by that? What I mean by that is these people see the abuse. They don't say nothing about the abuse, and they allow it to go on. I'm going to say that one more time. The flying monkeys and the enablers, they see the person abusing, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever. They see it with their own eyes. I ain't talking about with spirit. I'm talking about with their physical bug eyes. They see the abuse going on. They don't say nothing, and they allow it to take place. Not just once, not just twice, but on multiple occasions, they allow that to go on. And some of them are men, some of them are women, but it doesn't matter. These people do not say nothing. And what's crazy about that is it's a group of them at some point in time, and not now one of them will say anything. Think about that for a second. 5, 10, 15 people see you getting abused and nobody say nothing. Not even, hey man, y'all take that to the house, or don't be hitting her, or why are you talking to her like that? And I get it. Sometimes you don't want to get involved in people's business, because I done been in that situation too. I've seen that situation a couple of times where you go get involved in the business. And it happened in Hawaii. We was walking in basically around the housing thing for the military. Anyway, we was walking through the thing, and this guy was just, I mean, when I say he was beating his wife, he was just beating in the front yard. Military guy. There's a military housing. He was just beating in the front yard. So he ran over there to push him off. And one of the guys, one of my homeboys, like really got in his face, and they got into it. They started fighting. What do you think the woman did? Now, remember, I just told you she was getting beat down. I mean, he was punching her like she was a man, and her face was all bloody and everything. I'm not trying to be graphic, but I'm trying to paint the picture. He's beating her. We shove him off, and my friend gets in his face. They get into an altercation. The woman jumps on my friend and say, leave my husband alone. So I understand why sometimes, people don't get involved, because you have cases like that where you see something going on, and the woman or the man, depending on what's going on, will take up for the person that's beating on them. And I'm talking about physical abuse, obviously, on that one. So I get it. I do. I understand. Let me see. My wife said, I don't know how people do that. That's why I get scapegoat. Oh, well, I don't like to see people done wrong. Nicole say, flying monkeys know and keep secrets while talking behind your back. Definitely. My sister Joy said they won't get involved sometimes because they are glad it isn't them. I get that. I get that as well. Phenomenal. Let me put that on the screen. Y'all always be dropping nuggets in here, so I'm all the way back. Let me see. I see somebody come in. Hey, LJ, I miss you. What's up, fam? God bless you. Thank you for being in here. I didn't see you pop up over here. I don't know how I missed that, but thank you. Thank y'all for being in here. Okay, I'm back down now. So Shannon said, you do have to be wise, because sometimes when they are trauma bonded and soul tied, they will go right back to the abuser. And that's kind of what I was getting at. During that instance, this woman jumped on my friend back and said, get off her husband. And it's the same man that was just beating her and, basically her face into the ground. But she said that was her husband. So, I know the cops and stuff ended up getting called and all this other stuff, but it was just crazy. That was way back. I was, 19, 20. And seeing that, I was like, wow, okay, But she took up for her husband. So how that saying go, Shannon? That's my man. I'm going to stick beside him. She was doing that back in 97. You know what I'm saying? 97, 98, somewhere around there. She had that out before the TV show came out, or the video or whatever. She was basically saying, that's my man, I'm going to stick beside him. I'm like, whoa, okay. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let me get back over here. Oh, Prophet said they go back at least 7 times before they are ready to leave. Yes. Yes, definitely a good point. Yeah, I didn't mention that before. It takes the average human 7 times on average. Now, we didn't heard stories where some people go back 10, 15, 20 times, but on average, at least 7 times before they leave. So think about that for a second as well. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get rolling. Let's get rolling. So when I speak on abuse, I'm talking about all forms of abuse, and I mentioned some of them earlier. I'm not just talking about physical abuse. I think that's what comes to our mind usually when we first think about abuse. I'm talking about emotional. I'm talking about physical. I'm talking about mental. I'm talking about verbal. Name some other ones. I'm losing track. I'm losing thought on all the abuse. So many of them. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can put them in the chat, the ones that y'all know as well. But we're talking about all forms of abuse when we're talking about abuse on this time right here, on this live. And the reason why my wife put emotional, psychological, thank you. So we talking about all layers of this thing, all different, spiritual abuse. I always forget about that. Another good one. That's the thing. Financial. That's the mental, spiritual, emotional, verbal, financial, sexual. Something else. I talked about that a couple of weeks back. The sexual abuse. So you have to understand that when we're talking about abuse tonight, I want you to think about all the ones we name. I want you to keep thinking about those as well. Think about what the abuse means, the acronym I came up with, always beating up someone effortlessly. And then think about spiritual abuse. Think about the emotional abuse, the verbal abuse, the mental abuse, the financial abuse, physical abuse. Think about psychological abuse. Think about all those and think about how somebody can abuse somebody. Any one of the ones I just named, then some, and do it with very little effort. They can sexually abuse you. I'm talking about a husband sexually abusing a wife, somebody he's married to. Yeah, it happens in marriages too. I get it. People say, oh, that's your wife's, whatever. A wife can say no too, so let's just be honest about that. But I'm talking about a husband that's sexually abusing his wife as well. Or talking about a wife that's sexually abusing her husband. That happens as well. Or the financial abuse that happens when you get married to somebody. I get putting money to the side and saving money for a rainy day and stuff like that. But Shannon had mentioned the lady, and I just watched the video today. I don't know if y'all seen that on TikTok. It's going around TikTok right now. The lady basically lost her family home. And the husband, and you can tell, you can hear in his voice, he's upset because they put all their money to get that home, years back. I'm assuming they bought it, I don't know, a few years ago or something like that. But anyway, she went and bought a Chanel bag, and she told him to his face. I watched the video today. She said, well, I had to do something for myself. And I knew from real estate, I told Chanel, I said, well, something ain't adding up. She must ain't paid the bill in about 6, 7, 8 months. And then when I watched the video, that's what the guy said. He said, you ain't paid the mortgage. I ain't talking about the rent. You ain't paid the mortgage in 7 months, but she got the audacity to buy a Chanel bag. So now her husband, and whatever children they have got a notice, an eviction notice to get out of their own home because she ain't paid the bill. But she had the audacity to go buy a Chanel bag, and she bought him something like a wallet. He basically, I don't want that. He said, I want my house. But it's nothing you can do at that point with the eviction notice. Now, you can, if you got the money to pay up to 7 months, I know it's ways you can do it that way, but I don't know if they had the money because she's been spending the money on Chanel bags, and I don't know what else she was doing, but I bring that up because that is financial abuse as well. She was in charge of paying the house note, so that's why I'm going with this. She was in charge of paying the mortgage, so she financially abused not only her husband, but her children as well, her whole family, and now they out on the streets because she did not pay the mortgage for the last 7 months, but she went and bought a Chanel bag, and whatever else she did, I don't know what Chanel bags cost. That's not my thing, but I don't know. I don't know if it costs whatever they mortgage is 7 times, but you see what I'm saying? So that's financial abuse, and that's emotional abuse, what he's going through, because now he done lost his house. So as a man, I know what that feels like. So now you're in a situation, you don't know where you're going. Your wife didn't pay the bills, and you kicked out. Now you got to try to figure out. You had a home. Think about it. You had a home. Y'all was doing good. Now y'all packing up to leave a home that you own because your wife didn't pay the bill. So now it's emotional abuse. It is financial abuse. There's probably some narcissism going on. Hey, how you doing, Tony Capers? Welcome. There's probably some narcissism going on in there. There's some Jezebel spirit going on up in there. You see where I'm going with this? All that stuff is all up from just watching that little 1 or 2 minute video is what I can see. I'm like, wow. I said, this lady, 7 months you ain't paid a mortgage? So again, I can see why the man is upset. I can see why the man is upset. And I'm pretty sure y'all can see why he upset as well, because that don't make no sense. I'm trying to scroll through the chat. I seen something. Let me see. Where did I see it? I seen it. Bear with me. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Joe had said, yeah, I'm with you, sis, because that's cold-blooded. Like, you know, the old days, we used to say that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. You didn't pay your mortgage for 7 months. And the only thing you got to show is a Chanel bag. And she up there packing. Oh, if you go watch the video on TikTok, don't watch it now. Watch it after the thing. She just packing the boxes like it's no big deal. And that's what the man saying. He said, you packing like it's no big deal. No remorse. She great rocking him, basically, like, you know, she say, help me pack. But you didn't pay the mortgage for 7 months, and we have nowhere to stay. Man, look here, bro. Shannon say narcissists are really sloppy with money. I agree with that. They will not pay bills to impress other people. Yeah, because they want to keep up with the Joneses. They ain't worried about the light bill. I'd have been in that situation, come home, lights off. I'm thinking, you know, something happened. I know a storm that come through, so I'm thinking something off. Nah. She didn't pay the bill. She didn't pay the bill. I'm like, are you serious? And that didn't happen just once. That happened multiple different occasions. And the crazy thing is, she was working at the store where you pay the bill at. I'm going to let y'all eat on that for a little while. I'm going to say this one more time. Didn't pay the light bill, but you work at a store where you can pay the light bill. It's called a courtesy boot. I used to work in a grocery store too. It's called a courtesy boot. You can pay it while you're at the store. Didn't pay it. I'm like, man, come on. So then you got to lie, because the only way they come turn the lights on, you got to say you have an infant child in there and they'll come turn them on instantly. If not, it might be tomorrow or something. I'm like, really? You ain't pay the light bill and you work at the store? Oh, well, I forgot. First time, okay. It could happen. But not 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year. I'm like, come on, bro. So it just boggled my mind. So I can imagine what that dude going through losing the house. That's just a whole different, you know what I'm saying, thing. I see Kanisha said, I just seen a video of a man that set his ex-house on fire and 3 children were unalive. He ran out. The lady was at work. She lost the home. And these people, man, we got to keep praying for people. Y'all see what's going on. You got a lot of stuff going on around here. Around our city, your city, the country, other countries. My wife said you cannot trust a narc without money. With money, they will take your money to pay someone else's bill, shaking my head, or put you in financial arrears. So many are not able to leave because of financial abuse, and that's you're right. So many people, when we talk to these people, a lot of time, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, they say they cannot leave because they don't have any money. And see, I learned this, that the narcissist, well, it goes back to control. I think we all know that, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper on that. See, the narcissist love to control, and I know a narcissist. Her brother was a narcissist, because this fool right here, I think I told you about this before, but I mentioned it again. What he used to do, hey, how you doing, Beauty B? Welcome, welcome. What he used to do, any woman he would marry, he would instantly, he made good money, but any woman he would marry, he would instantly tell them they don't need to work. So now the woman like, okay, cool, we go take care of the house. You know, we want a man that take care of the house and all. I get that. But see, it was a trap. Remember we talking about traps? It was a trap, because the minute she stopped working, he'll pay for her to go to school. I seen him do it. He'll pay for her to go to school. He'll pay all the bills in the house. But the minute he don't like something about you, you out of there. So you ain't got no house no more, because it's his house. You see what I'm saying? You don't have no car no more because he is paying the car notes. So I'm telling you what I witnessed firsthand. If a man, I get it, my sisters, y'all want a man to take, I get it. If the right man come in and he God sent, okay, that's different. I'm talking about these Jezebels and these fools out here. Do not just hook up with a man because he said he gonna pay all your bills. I seen this firsthand. It was my well, it ain't my brother-in-law, the ex-brother-in-law. That's what I call him. That's what he did. I told y'all he did it to the woman in the Dominican Republic. He got married with her, knew she had 2 kids, and this is the crazy part. The fool don't like kids, so he abused this woman emotionally and everything because he married her, flew his mama down there, flew the ex-wife down there to the Dominican Republic, paid for the way he paid for. This is what he does. He's a I don't know what you call it, but he like to impress people. He matter of fact, this fool took 18. Y'all not ready for these conversations. Listen to him. He took 18. I ain't talking about no 10-year-olds. I ain't talking about no 12-year-old. He took 18 grown men to Disney World and paid for all their flights and hotels. Who? I ain't talking about no millionaire. Who does that? Who does? I wish y'all would think I'm taking y'all to Disney World. I don't go to Disney World myself. I don't like it. I don't like all the walking and all the demonic stuff. But I wish a man would think I want to pay for you to go to Disney World. The flight and the room, man. Anyway, he took 18 men to Disney World because he likes to impress people and do weird stuff. But going back to what I'm talking about, Dominican Republic, he married the woman, knew she had 2 kids. He didn't want her to bring the kids to America. Follow me. He didn't want her to bring the kids to America, but you knew she had 2 kids from jump. So since she didn't agree to it, this fool left her in the Dominican Republic. Never got a divorce. This had to be about maybe 6-7 years ago. Never got a divorce. So technically, any woman, my point is, any woman he's sleeping with right now, you still married to that woman in the mirror. Yeah. So if that ain't abuse of power, manipulation, abuse of finances, because he told her the same thing. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take care of you, wine and dine you. Literally say he wanted to R. Kelly them. You know what? I second that. And Shotty say what? That sounds suspect. I'm just telling you. 18 grown men to Disney World and pay for everything. Man, I wish I would. I wish Tony Capers asked me that, hey man, you go take it to Disney World, man. I like y'all, brothers, but I ain't paying for y'all to go to no Disney World. Disney World? We go 18 men? Nah, it's different. Y'all meet up there together. You see what I'm saying? Going to Disney World is still weird, but it's different. Y'all, but you pay for the hotel, pay for flights, and I guess whatever the car, because 18 people ain't gonna fit in the one Suburban, so I don't know what that was like, but yeah, you pay for 18 people. Maybe it was 16. It was 16 or 18. Either way, it was a lot of people, a lot of men, grown men that he paid for to go to Disney World just to go hang out. I was like, bro, ain't no way, bro. ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. But anyway, you can see how, my point is, you can see how narcissists love to abuse and manipulate and control. You know what I'm saying? So even through that, he's controlling grown men, tricking them with money. And he tricking them with money because, hey man, y'all come on a trip, I'm gonna pay for your room, and I'm gonna pay for your flight. And these grown men, oh yeah. Hey, bro, I guess, bro. But here it is, you got a married woman out in the Dominican Republic, another one that you got a kid with that, man, I guess he take care of the child, but he, But my point is, it's different ways to abuse somebody is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I'm like, bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. 18 men, bro. And then you got married to a woman in the Dominican Republic and then you just left her there. As a matter of fact, this same person had a house right here in Houston, Texas. Had a house. This was years back. Had a house. Got, you do, for y'all to know, interior decorating or whatever. Exactly. The key word is trick. He was tricking. That's what they say. Right. He had a house in Dominican Republic. Let me tell you how abusing himself, because he abusing his credit score and his finance, because this is what this fool did. He had a house here in Houston, big old house. I saw pictures of it and stuff. Had an interior decorator come in there, redecorate the house. Had, the drapes from floor to ceiling, 20-foot ceiling, 19-foot, whatever it was. Had the interior decorator come in, paid $1,000 for her to come in, redo everything, redid the kitchen, flooring, all this stuff. Dude was in the house for 7 months. I can't make this up. Same dude I'm telling y'all about, he walked away from the house and went back to Louisiana. And I thought about it. I said, well, nobody just walking away. This before I was in real estate. I said, nobody's going to walk away from a house that you paid for and then turn around and have somebody redecorate that house and you just walked away from it. I said, nah, I got to be more to the story to that. So I found out a few years later what it was. he really didn't own that house, which made sense. And he was doing some shady credit stuff because he had a Maserati and some other cars, all from this little sketchy dealership in Houston. So then everything started to add up. I was like, bro, he's into some sketchy stuff. So he was, abusing himself at that point. But these people, hey, you got to pray for some discernment. And this is the same person that say they graduated college and didn't graduate high school. I'm talking about the same person. I ain't changed stories at all. The last few minutes, I'm going to tell you about the same person. And I'm not bashing them. I'm not saying this now. I'm just telling you that this same dude didn't graduate high school. I'm going to say this, and I know y'all about to be, I see some whoa faces and shock faces. Hey, Dalisha, welcome. God bless you. The same person did not graduate high school. I want y'all to follow this. Y'all, some of y'all gonna catch this. Some of y'all got to listen again. Did not graduate high school, but had a college degree. I'm gonna let y'all eat on that for a few seconds. I'm gonna say it one more time because maybe I said it fast. Did not graduate high school, but had a college degree. Yeah, let that sink in. I know y'all about to ask me, like, hold on, son, what are you talking about? I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and it's the truth. Did not graduate high school, but he had a college degree. So go ahead and let that sink in. Where they do that at? What college you get in? You ain't got no high school. Yeah. Okay. Hey, shut up. I always say out here buying degrees online from ICDC. Don't talk about Masterpiece School now. Might be a good school. I don't know. Nicole say, what kind of food is it? Sis. YouTube University. Oh, Lord. Hey, I can't make this stuff up. I'm not none of the stuff I just said is made up. Y'all know me, I keep it 100. Yeah, he didn't graduate high school, had a college degree. And when I say he had a job in the oil field, he was making good money. But the thing about it is it's all abuse. See, it goes back to abuse. It's abuse of power, it's abuse of just everything because it was all lies. He got fired from a few jobs once they found out that he, didn't really have a degree. Was able to get the job. He talk, narcissists, they love to talk and got a good, good, what it's called, give the gab and do all that. Well, get the job, stay on there a year so they figure out, wait, they ain't got no degree. And they find, but my point is, it goes back to what you do in the dark. Y'all know where I'm going with this. So you have to understand when you're around certain people, when you're around certain people, and they'll trick you with money. They'll trick you with their smile. Narcissists got that little weird grin. They'll trick you with all this stuff. They'll say the right things. They'll do stuff like taking 18 men out to Disney World to impress the men to get more. You know what I'm saying? They'll take everybody out to dinner and pay for everything. It's $600-700 bucks. They don't care. They got the money. But my point is, you have to understand the abuse of everything that they're doing. It's not just abuse of their relationship. See, it's a trick. Abuse is a trick as well because they're abusing what you see with your physical eyes. You see, oh, that's a good man. He didn't took his whole family to the Dominican Republic. When he got married, what you don't see, he left the wife in Dominican Republic. You see, oh, he paid for his whole family dinners, tab like $1,000. Oh man, that's a good man. I want him. What you don't see, this fool still married to somebody in the Dominican Republic, never graduated high school and been lying his whole life. That's what you don't see. You got to ask the right questions. I'm just saying. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Told say sound like a pro scammer. Definitely. I agree with that. I agree with that. I can't believe you said that ICDC. She said ICDC college. What do it? Took the Master P thing. That's messed up, man. Silver tongue. Exactly. Don't say ghetto. Yeah, I'm laughing because it's just crazy to me that this guy, and again, he has a mama and a father. They know he ain't graduated high school. But they'll tell everybody, oh yeah, my son went to this college. What? When he did that? I mean, when he went to college. Then he had the audacity. I'm a veteran. Had the audacity. A lot of men say he's in the military Marine. We went out there here trying to show them boys how to shoot a gun. I ain't never seen somebody hold a gun like that before in my life. I've never seen, it was a rifle, but I've never seen, not on a movie, not on a comedy, not in real, I've never seen somebody try to hold a rifle. I can't even react it. I don't know. You hold a gun, like this, you do like this. I can't react. I don't know how he had the rifle in his hand, but he was doing something. I'm out there looking at him with them boys. I'm like, what is this? Like, if you're a Marine, I mean, they the best of the best. You gonna know how to hold a gun, but this fool was out there. I say, yeah, you know what? And they came in the house. They say, yeah, they're teaching how to shoot. I said, no, he's teaching you how to get shot. I said, that's what he do. He teaching you, if you go out there and hold a gun, you about to get shot, you gonna shoot yourself. That's what's gonna happen. I ain't saying go kill you, you gonna hurt yourself. Cause that fool throwing a football. I'm done. I'm just abuse of power. He just lying about everything. He said he played baseball in college. Bro, you ain't never been to college. He went out there to throw that football. I said, I ain't never seen anybody hold a football like that to throw one. My wife can throw a football better than him. I get most of y'all women in this chat probably can throw a football better than him. I wasn't a bet on it. I'm like, bro, football went about 8 feet in front of him. I want y'all to get a tape measure. Some of y'all might know what 8 feet is. He threw it all his might. It went about 8 feet. It was a regular, it wasn't even an NFL football, a little bit smaller. It went about 8 feet. I give him 9. I give him 9 feet. I like, bro, come on, bro. But it's the same guy that's abusing women, abusing finances, abusing. My bad, Props Quenisha, my bad. I know we in here. Let me get back to the let me woosah get back. It's part of the message. I didn't know I was going there, but my point is people will lie about everything. Whole life is a lie. I know we watch Lifetime movies and all these movies and some of the stuff. This guy, his whole life, I ain't no telling who he got in his web of deceit right now. Ain't no telling who he got in his web of deceit. Probably some high class woman that's making good money and she just see the money in him, not realizing this dude is a scammer and a liar. That's what it come down to. But again, if you see a man that say he's in the Marines or any form of military and holding a gun all weird shape, doing lie detector determined, that's a lie. If you see a man say he plays sports and he can't throw the football further than 8 feet, lie detector determined, it's probably a lie too. Just saying. Woo-hoo. I'm just trying to help you out. My wife saying they will be sitting next to you and know you and know they didn't do what they said they did. Exactly. They gonna sit next to you and I looked at him when he said he was in the Marine, and then that's how far he took it. He didn't just say he was in the Marine. You know, Marines say simplify. This fool had that sticker. You know, you can get a sticker from anywhere. He had the sticker on the back of his truck, say simplify. He had a rifle on the back of his truck. I say, man, this dude right here, bro. Ask him where's DD4 and 214 at. Let's see if he can produce it. I told the ex that one. That was her brother. I say, well, if he was in the military, I say, where's DD4 and 214? She said, what's that? And I showed her mine. She said, well, I don't know if he got it. Oh, no, he got it. He served in the military like he said he did. He got a DD4 and 214. I say simple. See, it's not just me, Props Quenisha and Lyrica. It's not just me. See Shannon going, simplify lying. Whoa, not simplify lying. Arnay, you see that? He ain't have no DD4 and 214, but he said he's in the military for 3 or 4 years. What? With no DD4 and 214? Because I asked him, what's your MOS is? He said, oh, man, I did all kind of stuff. Yeah, but what was your MOS? Man, I did some stuff, you know. We all did stuff in the military. What was your MOS? Couldn't answer me. He didn't know. It's like, okay. I said, okay, cool. So I just walked away and I just smiled and I never asked the dude again if he was in the military. I didn't care at that point. I knew he was lying. So I was like, well, it is what it is. Let me get back into my message, man. I ain't got time to play with y'all. I ain't got time to play with y'all today. But that's the story that I'm telling y'all. It's true. If I seen that food today, I'll ask him, like, bro, how many years you served? Hey, I'm just telling y'all, man. All right, I'm done. Let me drink me some water. Let's. You say Alice Murdoch vibes. Oh Lord. Let's get. You should have said stolen value. I should have said that, huh? With the sticker and the rifle. I mean, he never wore a uniform. He never wore, but I guess on his license, you know, on his truck. Yeah, I guess that is considered stolen value. He got the simplified sticker. He got the rifle, and he had something. What's the special force for the Marines? Anybody know? I can't remember. He had that on the back of his truck too, like he was some special force. Like, fool, you can't kill a roach. Go sit down somewhere. Sit your crazy behind down. Whatever it is, the special forces was, he had that little sticker right next to the simplify thing and that rifle. And I'm pretty sure people would talk to him, when you get down, like, hey, man, simplify or whatever they say. And, I think other Marines probably know you lying, bro. Because they ask you, well, what bait? He probably knew, he ain't no MOS, but let's say he got the kit. The seals, yeah, that's what it is. He had the seals. He had the seals. I'm not making this up. He had because the way his truck was, he had a Raptor, the Ford Raptor. He had the little circle simplify stick, go like this, say simplify with the Marine thing. He had the Navy, the Marine Special Operations, that's what it is. He had that on side of it. Then he had the little rifle on the other glass, like it was a green rifle. I say, this fool. I say, what is this, man? I say, what is going on? Nicole said I'm screaming. I'm just telling you a story, Nicole. Just telling you a story. I can't make this stuff up, man. I should go on a comedy stage, but I'm not. I make y'all laugh. Hey, it is. All right, let's get back into this. So narcissists love to manipulate and control other people for as long as possible. And that's basically what that dude was doing. He been controlling. I'm pretty sure he's still doing it. Controlling people for as long as possible. He controlling people at the workplace because he lied, never been to college, but he getting that good money, making, I don't know what he's making, but it was over 200,000. I can tell you that much. I'm think about that. Didn't graduate high school, but smart enough to learn how to do the stuff in the office because he had been working around the stuff a lot, but making over $200,000. He might have been making $3 million. I don't know. But my point is, people like that are able to lie and get jobs like that, but it always catches up with him. So he kept doing that, but he always, always got fired or something. But he'd tell, oh yeah, I quit. Nobody quit no job making $200,000-$300,000 just to quit. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't doing much. He'd go out there, put on this little cover all the stuff, and had a laptop and would basically show what the stuff was down hole. So gift the gab, exactly. Hold on, I gotta put this on the screen. Oh, damn, tripping. She say, you want to impress me, show with DV tag. Hey, man, I'm done. I know you. That's my sister, right? I know it. She say, show with some. He can't get them. He ain't got that. She say, you want to impress me, show with DV. For y'all that don't know, that's disabled vet license plates. Like when you got a certain amount of disability, you're able to get DV tags. Show up with some. That impressed me too. If he showed up with some DV tags. He can't get them, Arne. He cannot get them. He can't produce a DD form 214. He couldn't tell Miss MOS, and he sure ain't about to produce no DV tag. He can't produce no veteran ID card. None of that. Let him walk in the VA. They go like, boy, yo, get out of here before you get arrested. Arne, that was a good one. Oh my goodness. Hey, but this abuse, the people they abuse their power, man, to the next level, man. It's just wow. It really is. Let me turn this fan down. Everything they can do to abuse, let me tell you, they gonna do it. They definitely gonna do it. And then if you don't know, like you never been in the military, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know the accident, what MOS there is or where they were stationed at. You're just not gonna know. So people like that can lie for years and years. I've been doing it for years and years. Never got a college degree, but got a college degree. Let that sink in. Never been to college, but got a college degree. Well, how you do that? Like Shannon said, people out here buying degrees. I had to go Google this stuff years back and figure out how you did it. Yeah, they got programs out there where you basically, the more you pay, the better degree you get. I'm not making this up. I'm not telling you to go do that because it's crazy, but yeah, buy the degree. You can get a back if you got like an associate's. I know you can buy a bachelor's, and I know you can buy a master's degree if you got a bachelor. And they put in there, they give you grades like you really went to the school. They'll produce a degree, so you have like A's and B's. You kind of tell them like the higher GPA you want, because if you want to show it to a job or whatever, the higher GPA you want, the more money you go pay. I'm not making this up. So let's say you wanted a 3.9 and graduate magna cum laude or summa cum laude or something like that. They'll put that on there on the degree. You go pay an extra few grand for it. Though. I was like, this can't be real. It was though. People out there buying degrees, and you want to know how they get them jobs, and they dumb as that rug right here that's under my chair. Just dumb. Ain't got no brain, no sense, but they can get a job making $200,000-$300,000. You're like, how's it possible? Because that fool done bought a degree and know how to talk. They done bought a degree, know how to talk. And remember, I told you, God does blessings, the devil does promises. So most of these people that sold their soul to the devil, and the devil promised them that they making the money, but they losing they making the money, but they losing their soul. They done sold their soul to the devil. They ready to get that money now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of people doing that. They can't keep a fly safe. Hey. First Bible verse, a time to love and a time to hate, a time to war and a time for peace. See, when we're in abuse, and Shannon told this story perfect. Go watch my Shannon. There's my Shannon. Go watch my wife's channel. Go watch Shannon's channel, North Free Living. I can't remember. Shannon know what that video. She probably can put in the chat. She kind of told the story. She never thought she was in abuse because she was fighting back with the ex. She never thought and some of us have been like that. Never thought we were in abuse because we were fighting back, whether it was physically, whatever. When you fight back, like, well, I'm not getting abused, I'm fighting back. No, you're still in abuse. So when you're in a marriage or any healthy relationship, if you think about it, it should be a time to love. You shouldn't hate that person shouldn't hate you. You shouldn't be at war with that person. They shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It should be love and peace. Am I wrong? It should be love and peace. But a lot of times we get in these relationships or we get with these friendships and get around these family members. And guess what? That's the people that hate us most, our own family. They don't like the house you in. They don't like the car you drive. They don't like the money you make. They don't like the person you married to. They don't like the way you speak. They don't like the way you talk. Speaking and talking is different. They don't like your accent. They just don't like you. And they're your family member. They're your first cousin. I ain't talking about no distant cousin. They're your first cousin. Some of them your mama. Your mama don't like you. So whoever that's for this, the mama don't like you. She hate the ground you walk on because she raised you, and now you off doing something else, Jesus work or whatever it is. Y'all really want to go here and get into this? I'll go into it. Your own mama don't like you in some cases. And what I mean by that is you didn't went off, you start talking about Jesus, doing different things, talking about narcissist abuse, doing music, cooking pie, whatever it is, and your own mama don't like you. She hates you because you doing you. But let's dig into it a little bit deeper. Why does she really hate you? Because she gave you birth, okay? So she raised you, okay? So you think she would be happy for you? Hold on, wait. Let's stop right there. Let's stop. Hold on. Solomon Tashan, you got me saying. Liz, you is cracking me up with it. You and Arnay, y'all on one today. I see, I got y'all. So if your mama did all this stuff and hate the ground you walk on as an adult, what happened? I got ideas. Y'all want to hear my ideas? Y'all want to hear my ideas? Yeah, some of these moms be the worst because your bounce back is something serious. I agree with Sister Nicole. But your mama don't like you. She don't like your wife. She don't like your husband. I ain't talking about movies. I ain't talking about Tyler Perry movies. Although we seen this play out in some of these Tyler Perry movies where the mama wants you to get married to the man, but the man, what was that movie? Remember the one where I can't think of his doggone name. Basically the girl was getting abused by the husband, and the mama, was it Lynn Whitfield? No, it wasn't Lynn Whitfield. It was the other one. They look alike to me. But y'all know what movie I'm talking about. She wanted her daughter to still get married to him because he had money. So mamas be doing that stuff because they want a piece of the pie. She went behind her daughter back, made a deal with about to be son-in-law. They get paid on the side. So basically, Shannon has said this before, and I'm pretty sure others have. Your parent will sell you off even as an adult just so they can get some money. Y'all hear what I'm saying? It was Lynn Whitfield? Okay, so it was Lynn Whitfield. Yeah, you're right, it was. Will sell you off so they can get paid, even in your 30s and 40s. Ain't that a shame? That's a crying shame. Her character was evil. Sacrifice, exactly. Y'all own it. So her mother sacrificed, but this happens in real life. It's not just a movie. It's not Tyler Perry we're talking about real life stuff. Some of y'all parents then did the same thing. Sold you off to a man that's abused. Again, remember what I said earlier? They see the man hitting you. They see the man abuse you. They won't say nothing and want you to go marry that man. stay and pray. Your own mother, your own mama done told you that. Your own dad, stay and pray. What? You up there with a bloody lip, bust eye, and you gonna say stay and pray? And then you know what they tell you? Well, your daddy used to hit me long time ago. I just stayed. Look how it worked out. It didn't work out. Just because Shannon and I had this talk before, just because you went through abuse for 40 years and still married, don't make you stronger and don't make you a better lover, or don't make y'all marriage the marriage to be. Let's think about this. Rewind. Let me hit the rewind. Hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. Hold on. So are we to believe that any marriage that people been married 40, 50, 60 years and cheating, scandals, abuse, breakup, get back together, abuse, breakup, what you call it when you have a child out of wedlock, child on the side, another kid over here, get back together, get a divorce? Not really, they just separated. You see what I'm saying? So we're supposed to think, yeah, I did that for 40, 50 years, so that make it good. I don't know if I don't know me. I can't speak for y'all. I'm not qualifying that as a good marriage. Just because y'all still together and y'all 70 and y'all went through everything I just said, I'm gonna qualify that as a good marriage. That's an unhealthy union. That's a demonic soul. Remember I talked about soul ties a couple weeks ago. Come on now. That's a permanent soul tie. That's a spiritual soul tie, a sexual soul tie, and I forgot the fourth one. Think about what I'm saying. Like, well, hold on, man. Hey, how you doing, Money McCray? Think about what I'm saying. So they saying the 40 and 50 makes it good. No, it don't. Now, let's rewind again. Hold on. Hey, Authentic Andrew, how you doing, sis? Now, I'm not saying every marriage that went 40, 50 years is bad. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want y'all to miss it. But what I am saying, when you have these people that really tell you their story, oh, yeah, girl, you know, yeah, your daddy, you know, he used to cheat on me and do this stuff, and you got two half sisters over there, and I found out he got a half brother this way, and y'all still stayed married 40, 50 years, and you used to witness your mother getting beaten. That's why you left the house at 17 to join the. Y'all don't want to talk about this. So what I'm getting at, you've been witnessing abuse your whole life, and then guess what happens? Remember, we always talk about familiar spirits. You end up with an abusive husband yourself, or with an abusive wife, because you've been seeing this with your physical eyes your whole life. You think it's normal. Matter of fact, you ain't just see your mama and daddy fight. You seen your uncle and his wife fight, auntie fight. You seen your cousin when they got married, they used to fight. But everybody want to stay together because that's what the families did. Who said that? Who said we're going to stay together and we doing all this fighting and fussing? Who said we're going to stay together and you getting arrested and getting fired from your job because... Nicole Jones said it. She said demonic cycles. But we stay in that abuse because we see the abuse as a child. We get older. We attracted, whether you attract the narcissist or you attracted to the narcissist, either way, however you want to say that. And you get the abuse coming again. Hey, how you doing, Alicia Adam? Welcome. Either way it goes, you still in a cycle, like what she just said. You still in a demonic cycle of abuse because from your childhood, you've seen abuse. You might have got abused as a child. You follow me? You get into your teenage years, your first boyfriend, first girlfriend, abuser, they manipulate, cheat on your stuff. Ask me how I know. You get to adulthood, whatever that might look like in your 20s, you think you found the one abuser, cheater, financial abuser, verbal abuser. You divorce them, but you got a child with them, so you still connected that way. You know what I'm saying? Your child witnessing the daddy and all this stuff. So you get on, you never really heal. You go on into your 30s, not healed. Look at all the years in the past. We in 30-something years. You still not healed. What you do this time? You bring in another abuser. And you older. Why is that? Because somebody just said it. We didn't break the cycles. Nicole said curse breakers in the chat. We didn't break the curses. We didn't go through deliverance. So we've been being abused this whole time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back even further. You've been being abused since you was in your mama womb. Why I say that? Because your daddy was beating on your mama while you was in there. I'm not saying this is one of y'all. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But think about what I'm saying. You've been getting abused since you were in your mother's womb. So you came out, you just kept seeing the abuse. And you've been going through that cycle. Here you is in your 30s and 40s. And you've been going through abuse your whole life. You really can say you've been abused your whole life. So think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Shannon just said something. Hold on, let me get that in there. My wife write about this. She said, and some men are getting hit and they definitely don't talk. I was one of those men getting abused. Why would I tell other men I'm getting hit by a woman? You got ego, you got pride, but I mean, why would you say that? At first, I wouldn't, I'm not telling nobody I'm getting hit by no woman or scratched on my chest. And I ain't saying she was blacking my eyes and busting my lip and all that, but it was scratches on the back, chest, all this stuff. And I didn't told y'all the story, but my point is, men not gonna tell you because of the ego thing. Because what happens is, this is another form of abuse. I don't even know what it's called, but somebody can help me with this one. So when a man go tell other men they're getting abused by a woman, those men start to abuse that man, meaning tell, oh, you're not a man, or she wear the pants. They start to, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's verbal abuse, and I guess is what you can call it. Because they start telling you, oh, you're not a man in your own house. And then they start making jokes and think it's funny. But my point is, you only hurting the man further. And then, you know what? Well, this is good. It's getting good. I don't know about y'all, but it's getting really good. So you, emotional witchcraft. Oh, I like that. Hold on. Let me put that on the screen. Nicole, thank you for being here tonight. I like that. I like verbal abuse too. Emotional witchcraft. I don't think I heard that term before. I'm gonna have to do a message on emotional witchcraft. I like that one. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Somebody remind me of that. I like that one. Hazing. Yeah, that's another one. Laughing instead of praying. Nicole, you're on one tonight. You must have prayed before you came in here. Mandy reporter, how you doing? Blessings. Spousal abuse. Exactly. So my point is, though, when these men start abusing that man, I'm just thinking, I ain't never did this, but just think about this for a second. The man now has to show the men that's basically abusing him, telling them he's not a man in his own house. Now he got to show them he a man. I'm not saying in all cases, follow me. I'm saying in some cases. What you think this man goes and do? That's why we hear these stories about the man going to the home and unaliving his wife, or going to the home, never been in domestic violence himself, but now he go home and he want to show her that, he beating on his wife. And it can be reversed. I mean, I don't know if women do that too. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But then on the flip side, like what Shannon said, now he's going to be quiet. He ain't going to tell them nothing. Because now the people that he went told to, that he thought he could have, have confidence to tell them a story, he would get help, that emotional support, he got emotionally abused instead. He didn't get the emotional support. He got emotionally abused. So it's abuse again. So the cycle continues. This is the same man that was in his mama's womb. His daddy beat on his mama. He witnessed abuse coming up. It can go man or woman. We can flip the script either way. He was touched as a child, abused again. In his teenage years, his first girlfriend abused him by cheating on him and basically emotionally abusing him. You said I'm getting that? His mother financially abused him. Y'all don't want to have these conversations I see tonight. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, what Shannon just said. Now, internalizing the hate. We got emotional witchcraft. You see what I'm saying? So he been going through abuse. So now he get with a woman. He think this is the one. Nah. She a Jezebel. She into witchcraft and voodoo. So now the man thinking, finally I didn't find a woman. I didn't move. Think about this scenario. He didn't move out of state. Went to a whole other state to get away from his family, from all the abuse, the emotional abuse. When he see them, when he go to their house, he always think about things that happened to him as a child. He didn't move to a whole nother state. Matter of fact, he moved across the country. He moved from New York to LA. I want y'all to let that sink in. And he doing most of the right thing. He going to church, not praying like he should, but he going to church, paying tithes and offering, off and on. But he living his best life. He making good money. Find a woman in LA. And then this woman is worse than everything he done been through. Because now you got a Jezebel. So now you like, God. So that's why I can see how people go and blame God. You're like, God, I thought I was doing everything. But see, the thing about it, what we miss is we miss not going through that healing stage, that wilderness stage. When we left New York to LA, we should have got in LA and sat our butt down somewhere, found us a church home, went through some therapy, found us a life coach, found us a deliverance church or something like that. Read some books like John Eckhart. That's what we should have did, but we didn't do that. We figure we go to church once a month, once every few months. Oh, that's good. Check the box. We figure if we pray every blue moon, something bad going on, oh, let me pray. Don't pray with nothing good going on because everything going good. I don't need to pray. So we figure we doing it that way. We good. But then we end up in abuse again. So you're like, God, what happened? I thought I paid extra money. I paid, $3,000 a year. What is going on? It ain't about your money. It's about your time. It's about your worship. It's about everything else. You still not healed. You still an unhealed person, unhealed man and woman. And you talking about, I'm done. Let me get back to the America. We all course, but we not. We still talking about abuse. Shannon said, but they did not discern the root nor examine the fruit. Shannon said that in her message. Go check out her message on. I keep saying it. It was a powerful message. Go check out her message. You ain't heard it on YouTube. Put it in the chat again, Shannon. Go check out that message from Sunday. She said, discern the root nor examine the fruit. Dating does not heal. Getting in with somebody else, get in the bed. What's that saying? The best way to get over a woman, get under another one? Nah. A lot of technical determined that was a lie. That's a lie. Men say that. I heard them say that. Best way to get over a woman? Oh, you go through a breakup? Go get you another woman. Get under her. Nah. Hey, dang it. Because now you're going from Jezebel to Jezebel. You're going from Jezebel to Ahab. You're going from evil to evil. You're going from the pot to the frying pan. You ain't... I'm just saying. I mean, I know I just said a lot, but think about what I'm... So it's not... Nah, you ain't helping yourself out. You're doing yourself no favors by just going from a relationship to a relationship. Exactly, Nicole. All you doing, you just add more spirits to the pot. It's like a gumbo. See, gumbo, we put all this stuff in there, all this seasoning, meat, depending on what gumbo you're cooking. So your gumbo is an evil gumbo. You got a Jezebel. You sprinkle a little Jezebel in there. Sprinkle a little Ahab in there. Sprinkle a little witchcraft in there. Ooh, let me drop a little voodoo in there. That's what you're involved with. Let me do a little cheating in there. Oh, I got married. Oh, she cheated on me. Okay, drop that in there. The pot is just a mixture of evilness. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just saying. So we got to pay attention to what we doing. And the people we getting around and stuff like that. We got to pay attention. Let me get back to this, man. Hold on. Let me get back. So real quick, abuse is another form of control. That's all it is. Control, manipulation, abuse, it's just another form of it. So it doesn't matter if it's your mother doing it or your spouse doing it, it's still abuse. And let me say this. I don't know who need to hear this, but some of y'all, I don't know who this is. I don't know if y'all in the live right now. Maybe I go watch a replay. Some of y'all make excuses for your mother because that's your mother and she's been abusing you your whole life. I'm going to say it one more time because I want you to really hear this. Some of y'all make excuses for your mother or your parents. We can say parents, and she's been abusing you your whole life just because that's your mother. That's your father. Now, I want you to tell me, hey, how you doing, Miss Mitchell? God bless you. I want you to tell me where in the Bible it says, honor thy father and mother and let them abuse you your whole life and take up for them. Where is that verse at? Somebody tell me what it... I know what the honor thy father... I know what that's at. Somebody tell me what that verse said in the Bible. You can find it. Go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll put it on the screen. Tell me what that verse said where it say, honor thy father and mother. Let them abuse you your whole life. Let them sell you out to other people. Let them put you in human trafficking. Let them do this, that, and the third. And you still take it. That's your mama, so you got to respect your mama. Tell me what that verse is. Somebody tell me what that verse is. Anybody know? Prophet Quenisha, Shannon, Miss Mitchell, you just came to Nicole. Anybody know what that verse is? I'm curious. I don't know. I don't know everything about the Bible. Maybe it's in there. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Maybe it's in there. But my point is, we cannot continue making excuses for abuse. See, it doesn't matter if it's your mother that's doing it. It don't matter if it's your father that's doing it. It don't matter if it's the spouse that's doing it. All them people are still abusing you. It might be financial over here. A mother can financially abuse you. Yeah, they can. Ask me how I know. They can. Or attempt to financially abuse you, I should say. Oh, Shannon found it. She said it's in not Revelations, but it's right after Revelations and Nevelations. She said it's in Nevelations 12 and 1. That's right after. You go in your Bible. My Bible. Oh, my Bible. I don't know my Bible. I had it. It was in my room. If you go in your Bible, you flip back right past Revelation, you'll find Nevelation. I know y'all probably ain't heard of this. This in the new book. It's not in the King James. This in the King. I don't know, whatever that dude name is. It's in his King Live version. It's in that version. So in that Bible, you flip past Revelation, you go find Nevelation, you go to 12:1, and you'll see honor thy father and mother, let them abuse you your whole life. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Now, as soon as you find Nevelation, let me see your Bible so I can knock it out your hand like they be doing them drinks because you got the wrong Bible. I don't know what Bible you got. Because you got one say that. I don't know where that's at. I don't know where you got that Bible from. You got one of them Chinese Bibles or something that they take stuff out and put stuff in. I don't know what. Not being funny. I don't know where you got that Bible from. You might want to throw that one away. If you got a Bible say Revelations, go ahead and throw that one away. Get you a new Bible. Just saying. That ain't the Bible for you. Just saying. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Thank y'all for the chat. The chat is lit up tonight. People in and out. Thank y'all for the likes and everything. God bless y'all. So through control, anyone can dictate what happens. What I mean by that? So if a narcissist, so we talk about we're talking about abuse. Through that manipulation, through that abuse, whether it's physical, emotional. Because think about this. I think Prophet Brian Meadows, Apostle Meadows just said this the other day. They got some men out here think that having a woman scared of them, like when they walk in and they flinch, or you just walk in, a woman flinch because he been abusing, thinking that's basically showing love or to their wife. Well, a lot of people determine that's a lie. But through that control of him having that woman scared when he walk in the house, he's dictating what happens in his house. Because when he say, I want to eat, she's going to jump up and run because she don't want to get beat. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I want y'all to catch this. So when he walk in the house, and she already know, he gonna be home at 5, and he want his bath water ran and this, that, and the third. She's gonna have all that, not because she love him. Nah, I want y'all to stop mixing it up. She love. No. It's not because she love him. It's because she's scared of him. So that's why when he get off at 5, she run out there, go give him a kiss. People see it in the neighborhood. He only wants y'all to see what Tyree, I don't know if they're with me, Tyree. You might be in here by herself. I don't know. He only want her to go outside and kiss him so it shows they have a happy marriage. But remember, I told you, and I know you've heard this before, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So, yeah, she run outside to kiss him when he get off at 5. But when he walk in and she walk in, he beating his wife like she a man. So that's that control, that abuse, that physical abuse, and I'm pretty sure he's doing some emotional abuse, some mental abuse, some verbal abuse with that is all tied into one, some financial abuse, because she a stay-at-home mom. Think about it. He controlling what they buy, where they go eat at. You see what I'm saying? So through control, he's dictating everything that happened in that household. Shannon used to tell the story, you can't laugh at the table at a house when she was younger. He used to say, stop all that snickering. You can't even laugh at the we eat, we can't laugh. You see what I'm saying? So through that abuse, it's still control. So you can't laugh at the table. You can't do this. You can't do that. Wait, hold on now. So the mama trying to stand up, he hit her. You know what? Nobody called the cops because why? He done already said, you call the cops, I'm going to unalive you. So again, through control, the narcissist or anybody like that can dictate what happens. So that's why. Think about it. That's why the people stay in these abusive relationships so long. People are like, why they stay so long? Because they scared of what might be the outcome. They see it all the time. People getting unalived by their husband. People getting unalived by their wife. And we keep asking the question. Not we. I don't ask no more. We ask the question. Well, some people ask the question, why they stay so long? Well, they scared for their life. They scared for their children. Like the man just told them he's going to unalive them. The woman just told him, if you leave me, I'm going to unalive you. I see you with another woman. I'm going to unalive. So yes, they go stay. And I ain't talking about staying and praying. They staying, hoping. I don't know what they hoping for, but they not leaving because they scared. So again, control, manipulation, abuse. To me, they all go hand in hand, and it's evil, and they can dictate what happens in the house. Let me jump in the chat. Lyra say he want to eat so she can go jump up and fix it so she won't get beat. See? She said bars. What I said. Thank you for that. My wife said, yep, it's all about image. They do the same on social media. I told you, don't believe everything you see on social media. We tell the children, the kids here, don't believe all this stuff on social media. Some people act like they living their best life on social media. They got the Chanel bag. They got the clothes. They show you the car, show you the house, but the house empty. What I mean by that? Oh, no, it's people in there. No, it's a husband, a wife, 5, 6 kids, but the house is empty. Because what I mean by that, when you got that kind of abuse going on, I don't care if the house is 6,000 square feet. When you got that level of abuse going on, where the wife is scared to leave or do anything, and the husband dictate or vice versa, whatever the case is, the home is empty because it's a house full of empty souls. It's a home full of empty souls. The devil then took over that house. See what I'm saying? So the abuse is still controlling Even the rich people, I know what y'all think. Well, they got money. Yeah, they got money, and they still getting controlled by it. See, the control starts from the devil. Let me teach you something right quick. So the devil is controlling the husband or the wife or both, and that, let's say, he's controlling the husband. So the devil controlling the husband controlling the wife controlling the kids. But through it all, the devil is the puppet master. I done told y'all this before. The devil is the puppet master doing all of the abuse, destroying their family, destroying their bloodline, generational curses on the family, all that stuff. Once they just realize, come across a faith-based workplace, come across a narc-free living, come across a Mindy Mahogany or a Pink Girl, if they come across one of them channels or one of them, even a short, somebody here like, well, hold on. You mean if I go through deliverance, or if I buy a John Eckhart book and maybe start reading that, I can break these soul ties, like the stuff that's going on. I can break up some of this stuff and maybe get out of this abuse. Yes, you can. But you got to believe. You got to have faith. You got to really step out on faith and give your life over to God and go drop down in your prayer room, wherever that's. Hey, how you doing, Joshua? Welcome. Wherever your prayer room is or whatever. Yeah, he the puppet master, Tyree. And you got to go in there and go to some warfare prayers. Not them little regular prayer. God bless me. What, you sneeze? You sneeze? That's your prayer? Your prayer is God bless me? Oh, okay. I guess that's good for some. I mean, if you sneezing, or I don't even say a prayer that's short. Hey, Shannon, I don't say a prayer that's short over my food. Not after all the stuff that's going on around America. I say a pretty decent prayer, even though my food be about to get cold. But we're gonna say a prayer because I don't know what them people did back there. And you gonna pray on your family and say, God bless my family. It's another part to that prayer, sir. I mean, we waiting for somebody gonna say something. That's it. God bless my family. You going through all this warfare, all this abuse, and you gonna say, God bless my family. I'm not saying that he won't do it. That's not what I'm saying. Don't miss that. I'm not saying he won't do it. He still will, but you got to talk to him a little bit more than that. I think, really, let's get an understanding. He understands what's going on. He waiting for you to talk to him. So that's another layer to that. Another layer to that. Joshua say food be praising after he said it be freezing after I pray. Gotta go put it in the old microwave, huh? Oh my goodness. Y'all funny in here, man. So being abused by anyone, I want to put this plain and clear as why I put it in here. It's unacceptable. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not saying you need to stay and pray. I'm not saying you need to stay in abuse. No, it's unacceptable. I don't care if it's your mother, father, brother. It does not matter. I want that to be crystal clear. I'm going to leave that up there for a few seconds. Being abused by a narcissist is demoralizing. I want you to think about that. So being abused by anyone is unacceptable. Being abused by a narcissist is demoralizing. The reason why I say that is because it's another level. It's levels to this. So getting abused by a regular person, oh yeah, it hurts and it's bad. I'm not going to sit there and say it's not. But you get into a narcissistic relationship, that's abuse on a whole nother level. You got to understand. It's like I always use the analogy. See, if you come, you start out of school in pre-K or whatever, and you go into elementary, middle school, high school, well, the narcissists they're on like college level, like summa cum laude, but on the evil side. I couldn't think of another word. You see what I'm saying? So they're on another level. The regular abuse, they might be like in elementary school. You can get away from them. They're not okay. You can, get the cops called. You can do. You're on a narcissist abuse. You got a demonic soul tie. They doing witchcraft and voodoo. They got like a college degree in witchcraft. They got a college degree in abuse. They know how to manipulate. They've been doing this for years and years. It's in their family bloodline. So they understand what the game is. It's a game to them. All you are is the form of supply for right now. The reason why I say for right now, because you might not be here forever. So they're going to get what they can out of you. And guess what they're about to do? Move on to the next person. And this for the men and the women. So you have to understand when it's narcissist abuse, it's a whole different level. That's why you see people walking around with sunken eyes, hair falling out, all these different things. They done lost weight or gained weight. You know what I'm saying? They don't look the same. They got health concerns, stomach pain. I was talking about this earlier on TikTok. Headaches, stomach pains, teeth falling out, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancers, stomach cancers. Where do you think they're getting this stuff from? It ain't the food they eat. I know in Louisiana they say, where's the food? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It could be the person you married to. It can be your mother that's a Jezebel. How about that? How about we start there? If we was the investigator and we're really doing the investigation and trying to figure out what narcissist abuse, I'm not starting with no food. I'm starting with the people you've been around. I'm starting with your family. I'm trying to figure out, the question would be, the first question I'm asking, anybody in your family ever practiced witchcraft that you know of? So the minute you say, yeah, that's why we're going down that path first. And then we're going to come back. I'm just saying, I do investigating and reporting and stuff for safety for my job. So I got to go to the root cause first, and then we go work our way back. I understand this happened here in 2023, but you 30 years old. Let's go back to when everything, let's go back. Let's go back to you see what I'm saying? Let's go back to the 80s. What happened in the 80s? Oh, your grandmother was a witch? Oh, okay. Okay, let's start there. Oh, your mama practicing witch too? Okay. Okay, you saying your dad abused your mom? Okay, so now we see where it started at. Now we got to work on, y'all see where I'm going. Now we got to work on deliverance and breaking those generational curses. That's what I'm getting at. So there's narcissist abuse is a whole nother level. Let me see. Let me jump in the chat real quick. I see some stuff popping up. Thank y'all. Y'all going off in the chat. Let me see. My wife just said, been manipulation, casting spells, and doing witchcraft on all their victims. That's why it is foolish to feel sorry for a narc. Pray for them as God will, but don't play a fool. Mic drop. I ain't got a mic, but I got a mic. I ain't dropping that one. That one heavy. But yeah, mic drop. I mean, that's right. Nicole say, poor mental and physical health. Exactly. My wife said, household enemies are real. Most people have no clue the evil that runs in the bloodline. If you only knew. And that's what I'm saying. The evilness is in the bloodline. That's why remember I talked about this before. That's why you go into the bad guys, or maybe the bad girls, or the women that look a certain way, or the men that look a certain way, because that's what you're used to. It's a familiar spirit. But it's not about that physical. It's not just about that physical appearance. You're attracted to the evilness inside of them because that's what you're always with. I know y'all don't want to talk about that. You can say you like his pecs and like his arms or like his 6-foot frame. But what you fail to mention is that's basically the same guy you was with before. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Sister Nicole, they don't want to talk about this. They don't want to talk about this. Think about what I'm saying. You attracted to the 6-foot frame. I get it. And some of our brother 34, 26. Okay. But you've been attracted to your whole life. None of them worked out. We know that's insanity. But you think this new one is different? So you bring in a 5'5", 5'6", what they call it, dime piece, and you leaving out the fact that when you go home, she belittle you as a man. You leaving out the fact that she say this is my home, not yours. You leaving out the fact that she don't cook. You leaving out the fact that she don't clean. You leaving out the fact that she curses you out. You leaving out the fact that she talks about your mother. You leaving all that out. But in front of people, right, it's the same old thing. In front of people, y'all a happy marriage, a happy couple. If y'all dating, it's happy. Everything is good. It's awesome. Oh, y'all in love. It's all up front. That's why I said don't believe everything you see and hear. Shannon always say, she just said about examining the fruit. So if you really examine this thing, not with your physical eye, see, that's where you get caught at. See, it's like getting caught with your hands in the cookie jar. So you're looking at it with your physical eye. That's where you're messing up at. You looking at the couple. Oh yeah, they got it going on. Look at how they dress. They got the BMW, the Maserati, the G-Wagon. They got all this, the big house. They stay in a gated neighborhood. They got 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. Oh, they got it going on. They got the money, success. And how many times have we seen that and we seen one of them two unalive each other? I'll wait. How many times we seen everything I just said, they end up in a divorce? How many times? Oh, I guess we'll go there. How many times have we seen everything on TV? It looks perfect. It looks good. And we see a Will Smith and Jada Pinkett issue going on. Oh, yeah, I didn't think I was going to talk about that. I talked about it the other day. Think about what I'm saying. Hey, how you doing, Akila? Welcome. Think about what I'm saying. So the whole time, I don't pay attention to couples like that, but the whole time you're on the outside looking in, you think Will and Jada got an awesome marriage until the slap with Chris Rock. That was staged. I'm not going to talk about that, but you think it's everything good. But You look at it now, like, hold on, man. The red flags was there, but we're not in their relationships like that. You get what I'm saying? The red flags are there. Jada been like that. But I'm not. This is not about Jada. But my point is, the abuse is continuing to happen, and I would, if I could ask Will, I would ask him what happened to him when he was a child. I ain't saying nothing did, but I think something did. And the reason why I said I ain't saying he was touched by. I think something he might have seen his mother go through. Something happened for him to stay in a situation like he in with Jada. You go now. Don't get me wrong. People, I done seen marriage where they cheat and they get back together, they come back stronger. Okay, I get that. But all this you in love with Tupac stuff that drove me crazy years ago. You say Tupac one more time, I promise I'm out of the house. I'm not gonna hit you because it's not me. I'm out of here. You say you love Tupac one more time, or you compare yourself to Tupac, or Tupac got alopecia, or Tupac had diabetes for that man been dead since '96. You compare yourself to Tupac, talk about show me the love letters about Tupac one more time. You got one more again. You know how you say in the old school? You got one more again to say Tupac love letter to you. I'm gonna rip all that junk up and throw it away, and I'm getting on. We out. I'm out of the house. One more time. Just one more time. If I'm Will, you say Tupac one more time on the interview to me, or when I hear Tupac love letter or anything, I'm about to set it off like Queen Latifah. I ain't tearing up nothing, but we over. I said to Ms. Mitchell, one more again. You got one more again to say something about Tupac. And matter of fact, you could be on an interview and they ask you about Tupac. It's over. It's over like Pinky. And I ain't gonna say it. I ain't playing. Yeah, she hate that man. She hate that man. It's over like Pinky said on Friday, and I ain't playing. It's over. One more again. One more again. I'm just talking. Just saying. Oh yeah, she's very disrespectful. It's disrespectful. I did that TikTok. I put it on YouTube. That thing got like 8,000 views. I said how I said that, y'all probably seen it. It got over 8,000 views. I just dropped it last week with Jada, and she said the lady asked her. She said, "You're a straight shooter." She said, "Yes, I am." He said, "But sometimes you're not." She said, "Yeah." What? Wait, hold on. Say that one more time. The lady actually said, "You're a straight shooter." Jada said, "I am." He said, "But sometimes you're not." She said, "Yeah." Just real quick. I said word salad or whatever I said on that video. Word salad manipulation was a thing. It'd be Jada Pinkett. Because that girl, you double-minded person. What is you talking about? So you both? And I get it. People are fight for it and say, well, she mean that sometimes she, whatever. Y'all read into whatever y'all want. But I know what I seen and I know what I heard. I get it. I know what they saying. But my sister just said it. Circular conversation. A little word salad. Y'all ever had some word salad tossed in your life? I ain't talking about no green lettuce and cucumbers either. A little word salad. You're a straight shooter. I am. But sometimes you're not. Yeah. What? What you mean? That's like saying you black and you white. No, you what? Now I can see you mix. I get that. But you can't come to me and say, man, I'm black and white. No, you black, brown skin, whatever. Okay. Okay. I mean, think about it. When you put an application on there, do you put Hispanic, black, white? You check all of them, or you pick one? I'm just asking. Or you get an application word salad too. Well, I guess they can now because they got all this stuff. You can say whatever you are now. You can say you're a tree, a pole, a pet, a cat, whatever. So maybe they can. I don't know. Let me get back into my message. Hold on, we got more to cover. Hold on, man. Let me see. Here we go. I caught her. So we all want to escape the abuse, but sometimes we need to escape our minds first. What I mean by that? So what I mean is, a lot of people, you hear them on TikTok, you hear them on here say, I want to escape the narcissist. I want to escape the abuse. But you got to escape. What I mean when you got to escape your mind first, a lot of stuff start mental first. It starts mental first. So you got to understand that you in abuse right now, or you just came out of it. Either way, you got to plan your work and work your plan and understand that just because I'm in the abuse, I'm getting beat from pillar to post, or it's verbal abuse every time you walk in the house. I got to have mind control over that. I ain't talking about mind control over Debo like a Friday, but I got to have mind control. I got to understand that I got to escape this stuff from my mind. I got to go to God in prayer. I have to understand that, you know what I'm saying, this is spiritual warfare. And then I got to process this and say, okay, this is what I'm in. This is where I want to be. How do I get from point A to point B? I can't stay in the abuse because I won't make it to point B because this joker right here go unalive me. Okay, I got that in my mind. I understand that just because I'm fighting back, that's still abuse. So, okay, so I get that. That's in my, okay, well, I got that. Okay, I got that. I understand that we acting out in public every time I run up to him and kiss him, or every time you run up to her and kiss her, just to show face. And no, okay, so I need to stop doing that. Okay, now, okay, I'm okay. My mom's starting to work some stuff. Okay, so now what I need to do? I need to start documenting some stuff. Starts in your mind first. You got to think about, okay, I need to start documenting. I need some pictures because nobody can believe me because in public, I'm helping them with the lie. I'm telling them, oh, this is the best husband I ever had. This is the best wife I ever had. And she didn't sleep with all your homeboys, threw plates at your head and all kind of stuff. So we got to start to process the stuff in our mind. So we can escape the stuff in our mind first. I think it works out, you know what I'm saying, better for us to get out of the abuse. My wife said, yep, exactly what I did. See, I'm not making this stuff up. So we got to understand the consequences of staying and praying. Okay, let me keep moving. We got a lot. Let me cover some ground right quick. So narcissistic abuse is a mental smorgasbord of lies, deceit, and manipulation. I'm going to say that again. Narcissistic abuse is a mental smorgasbord of lies, deceit, and manipulation. I guess I could have put control in there too. Hey, how you doing? Golden Sunray, welcome. God bless you. So think about what I'm saying. If you get hit with lies daily, you get hit with deceit daily, you get hit with manipulation daily, you get hit with control daily, you get hit with abuse daily, financial, mental, emotional, physical, psychological, all those abuses daily. It's going to wear you down. It's going to wear you down, and that's why you're going to look the way I was talking about earlier. You're going to be in a situation where the consequences of you staying, you're not going to be here the next day. Meaning, they don't necessarily have to unalive you. It's sort of like what Lyra said earlier when she said they can do stuff without words. Well, they basically killing you slowly and softly without touching you. You see what I'm saying? Because they doing the word curses. They doing the voodoo. They doing the hoodoo. They go and see, they doing Ouija boards and got stones and chakras. They doing the whole smorgasbord stuff. Plus they lying to you. They doing deceit, manipulation. They controlling the, see what I'm getting at? So it goes back to a whole mind control thing. Once they control your mind, they got you. They got you. They got you. All right, let me move. We got some stuff to cover. So we can't begin to process the abuse that we have just gone through because after discord, we are still being abused. What I mean by that? I'm talking about after the discord. After you went through the discord, whether you discarded the narcissist, another term, you left the narcissist, or they left you, you still going through abuse. What I mean by that? Well, it's simple. You haven't forgiven yourself for one. A lady just said that on a TikTok earlier. That's still abusing yourself. Think about what I'm saying. You haven't forgiven yourself for the choices you made with being with this person or having a child with this person or opening up a business with that person. At some point or some time, you have to forgive yourself. I mean, because you can't process through the healing. Healing is a process. You can't go through the process. Okay, I'll put it this way. If you're on a conveyor belt, let's say you get dropped off here, but you got to go through 4 different stages till you get to the end. You're on stage 1. You stuck on stage 1. When you gonna get to 2, 3, and 4? Well, you haven't forgiven yourself, so you can't process and go to the next stage. I hope I'm making sense. Am I making sense? So the point is, you still being abused. And the narcissist, to me, is still controlling you and manipulating you because guess what? When they call you, what you do? You answer the phone. When they text you, what you do? You answer the text. So they still controlling and manipulating you. They're still abusing you because they still got that ley line. They still got that soul tie with you. And then guess what? You've been abused by other people, your family members that don't understand. They swear they don't understand narcissist abuse. You've been abused by them because guess what? They gaslighting you, talking about they don't understand. And guess what? Some of them fools getting abused in their own households, but they act like they don't understand what you're going through. Just saying. So again, the abuse continues even after discord. And then you get hit with the smear campaign, abuse. Then you go to your job, you got a narcissistic boss, abuse. So it's continuous. So you gotta start to break that cycle and say, hey, you know what? Enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. God, tag you it. I'm giving my life over to you. I'm giving my business over to you. I'm giving my relationship over to you because I can't do this anymore. Tyree, I'm hearing crickets, Tyree. I'm hearing crickets in here. Tyree, I think it's just me. It's just me and you. It's just me and you, Tyree. I think my wife in here. My wife in here. Let me see something my wife just said. Hold on. She said, the reptilian brain overrides the neocortex and activates the body fight or flight responses. The actions and emotions that emerge. And my wife in here dropping out like she did on Sunday. So what she's saying is you automatically go into fight or flight mode after going through some of this stuff, all this abuse. You automatically. It's like a safety feature. It's like an alarm system, so to say. So you set the alarm in your house. When somebody open the door, the alarm automatically goes on and automatically call the cops. So basically, what she's saying is you automatically go into fight or flight. Once you hit a certain level with this narcissist abuse, you automatically go, like your brain it's like a switch. If I turn the light off, the light goes off, but here's a switch, so you automatically go into fight or flight mode. You see? So your alarm system just been triggered. It just been activated. It just went off. Now you have to do something. Fight or flight. Okay? Thank you for putting that in there. Let me go back over here. Hold on. I still got a good bit to cover. So let's talk about mental anguish real quick. It's a high degree of mental pain and distress that is more than mere worry, anxiety, vexation, embarrassment, or anger of such nature. Duration and severity that it causes a substantial disruption in the injured person's daily routine. I want to read that last part again. It causes a substantial disruption in the injured person's daily routine. Shannon said something powerful on a sermon Sunday. I forgot how it went, but it's basically you got. I think what it was. You got to know you're hurt to be able to heal from it. Is this how you said it, Shannon? Something like that. You got to feel the hurt to heal from it. I think that's what it was. You got to feel the hurt to heal from it. So it's the same thing. You got to know you're injured. No, I'm gonna break this down. You got to know you're injured to be able to heal from it. See, I'm not talking about physical wounds. I know that's what y'all think about. I'm not talking about the black eyes, the bust nose. No, we got to think past that. You got to know that you're emotionally injured. You got to know that you're financially injured. See, if you go check the bank account and they ain't got no money in there, well, yeah, it's financial abuse, but now you financially injured. You was planning on leaving. Well, guess what? You can't. Shannon mentioned that earlier. You can't leave now because you don't have the means or the know-how or the money to be able to do it. So you got to realize that you're mentally injured. What I mean by mentally, we go into PTSD and some of these other things that we get by being with narcissists. No, everybody that has PTSD didn't go to war. They wasn't in the military. They didn't see a traumatic thing like a car accident. No, they was with a narcissist and they gave them PTSD. I'm just saying. So think about that. So again, it's a disruption. So let's read this Bible verse and we're going to break this down a little bit more because I got some more. So Philippians 3:2, look out for the dogs, look out for the evildoers, look out for those who mutilate the flesh. So we're talking about abuse. Narcissists are evildoers. Some of y'all might characterize them as dogs. But what do? They mutilate the flesh and they mutilate the spirit. Y'all not ready. Proudest Quenisha, you in there? I think I'm in here by myself. I think I'm here. I think I'm in here by myself. So they mutilate the flesh and they mutilate you spiritually. See, the narcissist is an evildoer. They do evil things. For their father, that's an evil being. Lyrics, I think that was bars again. I can't say that again. They do evil things for their father, that's an evil being. The narcissists do. That's what they do. Okay. So she said, I'm listening. So you got to understand, you got to catch this. So if they mutilate flesh, so you see a man beating on a woman, let's hit the rewind. Let's hit the verse one more time so we on the same page. look out for the dogs. They call men dogs sometimes, and I get why they call them that. Look out for the evildoers. Look out for those who mutilate the flesh. I know this was written many, many years ago. I get that. But the Bible still applies today. It's the living word. They don't call it the living word for nothing. I mean, it's still alive. It still applies and comes into play with everything we're doing in the workplace, everything we're doing in business, everything we're doing in our church life, married life, family life, and it applies in narcissistic abuse as well. It's not left out. And I get it. Narcissist was not in the Bible a long time ago. I get that. But I done broke this down a few different times with different lives. You have to understand that they had narcissistic people in the Bible. Who do you think Jezebel is? What about Ahab? Just name two. I can name more, but just think about what I'm saying. What happened to Jezebel? Her body was mutilated by who? Wasn't it dogs? It just came to me just now. I ain't saying it got anything to do with this verse, but think about what I'm saying. Wasn't she an evildoer? That's good. I'm lagging. It's good. God is awesome. Think about it. Jezebel was tossed down, mutilated by dogs. Her flesh was mutilated, and she was an evildoer, and she was a narcissist. I think she was a high-ranking. I think she was a psychopath, like a malignant narcissist. She was off the chain. The job would say, "Yep, the dogs ate her up." So just think about that for a second. Ain't got nothing to do with the verse, but just thought I'd share. So let's keep going. So remember about the disruption from the first thing that I just read. So narcissism is a disruption in your daily routine. What I mean, like, Simon, what are you talking about? Well, narcissism or narcissists, they here to kill, steal, and destroy or disrupt your daily routine. Okay, so let's get this a little bit deep. I think we didn't went deep, but let's go. It's always, we can always go deeper. Let's go just a little bit deeper before we get out of here. Let's go. We got a little bit more to go. Let's go a little bit deeper. So if narcissism is a disruption to our daily routine, like, Solomon, what are you talking about? How? Hold on, let me read this. Let me read this first. Hold on, before we go there. Let me read this. I'm gonna jump right back in. Nicole say, how can the same hands that love you turn around and hit you? Inquiring minds want to know. Sister Nicole. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, and when we grow stronger, you can see pure evil. Y'all see what sister just said? Okay. I'll let y'all read that. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing. Thank you for sharing that. That's how can the same hands? It's just similar to what I said earlier. How can the man walk in, tell you I love you, hit you, and then blame you for him hitting you? What? And say, you know how I get when I drink? You know how I get when I didn't eat? Well, you need to go find you somewhere else to live. Because if you get that, ain't hangry. That's crazy. That's insanity. So if you get that way, you got to hit me because you haven't eaten all day, or you got to hit me because you don't like the way I'm dressed, or you got to hit me because you thought I was talking to somebody. We need to go ahead and get a divorce and get our butts up out of here, because obviously you're on that psycho stuff. You're a psychopath. Stop just saying. Thank you for that, Arnay. God bless you. Thank you for that super sticker. May God return it to you over and over again. God bless you and your business and your family, sis. God bless you. So we have to understand, when we see these things going on, the hitting and the abuse. When a man or woman hits you and blame you for them hitting you, man, hold on. Nah. You're not about to blame me for you hitting me. Are you crazy? So you're a psychopath. So it's my fault you hit me? That's like me driving down the street. I teach this in my safety class. It's like me driving down the street, the light turned red, I hit my brakes and the car behind me hit me and blame me. No, fool, that's your fault because you're doing something they call following too closely. That's your fault. You can't blame me for you hitting me. It's your fault. You shouldn't have been that close. Maybe you shouldn't have been driving that fast. Maybe you should have been paying attention to the red light. So it's the same thing when it comes to narcissists or people that's abusive. You're not about to blame me for you hit me and it's my fault. I think not. I think you hit me and it's your fault and you about to go to jail. You're about to go to jail. You about to get arrested. That's where I'm at now. You getting arrested. You going to jail. Exactly. Gaslighting. Like, you don't kick rocks with no shoes on and get up out of here. All right, let's go into this. So narcissism, again, I'm gonna put this back up here. Narcissism is a disruption in your daily routine. Why do I say that? Because your life changes when you get involved with a narcissist. You don't look or feel the same. I mentioned that earlier. You don't exercise like you used to. You don't read your Bible or pray like you used to. Some of y'all stop going to church or go to church very little. Some of y'all don't talk to family and friends no more. Some of y'all move out to rural areas, far away from the city, not because you like the country, because you're a city girl and a city boy, because you with this narcissist. Some of y'all start doing stuff like bringing people in. I talked about this last week or week before. Some of y'all, I just say what Shannon said. You about to lose your job. Okay, I'm done. You're about to lose your job. Some of y'all, stop talking to family, stop doing those things. You know what I'm saying? You're out there in the country learning how to farm. You're not no farmer. You're a city boy, a city girl, but you're only doing that because you're married to an abuser. You got a demonic soul tie. So to prevent your family, you know how y'all, when you go way out there, or hopefully family ain't gonna drive with. Come on now. Hope the family ain't gonna drive with. We 45 minutes out. We an hour and a half out. We way out in the sticks. We ain't got good cell phone service, so they ain't gonna come drive way out here. So that's why you done moved out there, but you're getting beat. You're getting abused. Because the narcissist is there, again, I'm gonna say it again, to kill, steal, and destroy and disrupt your daily routines. They there to disrupt your life. If you was brought up in the church, I know some of y'all raised in the church, always went to church, went to, some of y'all went to Sunday school, went to all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you get with this narcissist and you stop doing all this stuff. You get with this narcissist, you stop telling God or talking to God like you should. You get with the narcissist, you don't read the books you should be reading. You're reading some what is called anime books and stuff. What? You pick up the anime book or watch anime TV more than you going to church or reading your Bible. I think we got a problem. But again, the narcissist is there for you to, they there to disrupt your life. And not just your life, they're going to disrupt your children's life. They're going to disrupt your mama and daddy life. They're going to disrupt your siblings' life. They're going to disrupt your family life. They're going to disrupt your job life. They're going to disrupt your peace. They're going to disrupt your sanity. They just a disrupted entity, and they're going to disrupt everything they can, and they're going to try to take you out. Remember, I told you, there's only a few ways this is going to go. Only a few ways this is going to go. Graveyard. Ain't no come back from that. Prison, you can come back from it, but you go lose yourself in there. Or the crazy house. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to let a narcissist drive me into any one of those things. Now, if God called me home, that's different. But I'm not going to let the narcissist drive me into the graveyard, the prison, or the crazy house. Nah, because see, either way, either one of them ways, the narcissist wins. And the reason why I say it because they didn't took out another child of God. They didn't took out another prayer warrior. They didn't took out one of God's talents. You know what I'm saying? They didn't took out God, somebody that's dedicated, to God's gift and preaching God's word. They didn't took them out. So they win. I don't care if they go to jail themselves for doing something and putting you in the grave. You see what I'm saying? It ain't about that. It's about taking the children of God out. So again, the abuse continues. So if you go to the jail, the abuse continues. Because now we go back to disruption. Let's hit the rewind again. So now we back on disruption again because they disrupted your daily routine because your daily routine goes to 23-hour lockdown, 1 hour exercise and basketball, somebody telling you when to wake up, somebody telling you when to go to sleep, somebody telling you when to eat. They disrupted your life. You're in jail for 10, 15, 20 years because you did something to them. They disrupted your life. They disrupted your children's lives. Children don't have a mother or father because you're in prison, and this joker doggone didn't went somewhere, and the children ended up either in foster care or living with your grandmother, and then we find out your grandmother is a practicing voodoo witch. Here we go. And like my wife just said, it took away your freedom. So again, the abuse is not just for you. I want you to catch this. The abuse is going on in your children because now they with your Jezebel witchcraft grandmother. Oh yeah, I raised them. She just raising up some little warlocks and witches herself. That's all she's trying to do. Some little narcissistic people she raising to go out there and do some Jezebelic. Y'all not. See what I'm getting at? So the abuse doesn't just affect you. That's why when you're in this thing, that's why I say people like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay for the children. Okay. You do that. But just understand why you're doing that and you're not getting the help that you need and getting the healing you need and getting a close relationship with God. All y'all suffering the abuse. Yeah, I get it. You close the door and you getting hit and the children don't see it, but they hear it. Even if they don't see it or hear it, they feel it. I want you to understand that. When I close the door and they don't, he do it late at night. You don't think they hear that upstairs? You're in a 1,500 square foot home. You don't think they hear that? The walls ain't that doggone thick in the house. I'm just saying. I don't care if you're in a 5,000 square foot home. You really think they don't hear him throwing stuff and punching the wall? You don't? Okay. Okay. My point is, you don't think they're going to be affected by that abuse growing up? Okay. So again, the abuse is not just about you. It's about everybody that's around you. So if you're getting abused by a man or getting abused by a wife or getting abused by a father or mother, some point or sometime you got to, Shannon just talked about this you got to put on your whole armor of God. It's time to go to war. It's time to armor up, stand up, soldier, and do what you got to do. Just get off the ground. Go and get up. Come on, get up. You got a helping hand. I ain't even talking about my hand. I'm not the one that's reaching down. It's God that's reaching down. Jesus himself is reaching down to try to help you up. And y'all like, nah, I'm good. I got it. No, you don't got it because you've been on the ground for like 7 years. Tyree just said something. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. See, y'all think it's a game. It ain't. Hold on. Tyree just said something. Let me see what he said. He said, in fact, so I stopped going to church the whole 9. He ain't talking about 9 days. He ain't talking about 9 hours. And I don't think the man talking about 9 months. You can ask him. He in here. He said, stop going to church for the whole 9. Plus, for some of us, we were poisoned. Thank God he allowed me to see. Again, we're not talking about 9 days or 9 hours. This man started 9 months. He stopped going to church. I'm pretty sure we're talking about 9 years. Y'all think it's a game. It's not a game. So the whole time, you in there tussling and struggling with that narcissist, with Satan, demon, whatever the case is, for 9 years, 8 years, 10 years, whatever the case is, God, he got his hand, he reaching out. You're like, nah, I got it. No, you don't, because you're not going to church, you're not praying, your discernment is whack. Your picker, like Shannon said, your picker is broken, obviously, because the last 3 people you pick, you end up in an abusive relationship. So that's all messed up. Your family call you the black sheep. They turn your back, they back on you. They don't believe you're getting abused because this guy here showboating the marriage on Facebook and all this stuff made it seem like y'all happy and you've been lying for them for the last 6, 7, 8, 9 years. So no, they don't believe you. They should, but they don't. So think about what I'm saying. Tyree he stopped going for 10 years plus. It's in the comment. He got it right there. Stop going to church for 10 years plus after being with a narcissist. How that song go? You headed for self-destruction? That's what the narcissist has you on. You go 10 years without going to church, 10 years without a relationship with your father. You headed for self-destruction. That's why I played that bomb thing. So you headed for self-destruction. The narcissist, I told you, they got some people that are sent on devil duties, devil assignments. We allow these people in our life because of their physique, because of their shape, 34, 26, 30, whatever the measurements are, or they 6'6", the smile got you, the money got you. They pull up in a Lamborghini or a Porsche. That's what we're attracted to, and not realizing we need to, what? We need to discern the root. However Shannon say that. Basically, you need to use your discernment and test that fruit, test that spirit before you even go lay with this joker. How about your first date? If they ask you to come to their house, that should be a red flag right there. I ain't going to your house on the first date. Well, I'm a man. I'm not going to your house on the first date. Why we got to go there? We should meet, for your safety and mine, we should meet in a public venue. Starbucks. I don't even drink coffee. Ask my wife. I don't even drink coffee. But to the brothers that single, if I'm you, Starbucks. I'm not a coffee drinker. We got little restaurants or whatever. Let's go eat there, have a conversation so I can see you eye to eye. We can talk. Because you trying to come to my house or me going to your house, no, you probably gonna try to do something. I get on, I'm a cook. You can't eat everybody cooking. I told you I'm from Louisiana. I ain't about to go eat your spaghetti. First, I'm good. Oh, you ain't gonna eat my spaghetti? You believe in all that voodoo stuff? Yes. I'm not eating your spaghetti. I don't know what you did. While I'm coming to the house. No, I'm good. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, no, the Star. Yeah, I forgot. Starbucks. Yeah, they got their own demonic stuff going on. Yeah, I forgot about that. You get what I'm saying? A public place. Meet somewhere we can talk. Not too much noise, kind of quiet, and talk and really conversate. And you get to know this person. Matter of fact, a way you break the person down when you got them face to face. How about you say a prayer? How about you pray for them? And they say, oh, no, I don't do that. Well, that should be a huge, my red flag right here. That should be a huge red flag. They say, oh, I don't do that praying. Oh, well, you don't believe in Jesus? Oh, no, I don't do that. Well, let's go ahead. Hey, you can bring the check. We eat. Oh, no, it's good. You drove. Didn't you drive here? Well, go ahead. I'll pay for these hors d'oeuvres or whatever this is, these appetizers, these starters. And I'm about to start to get them out of here because you don't believe in my Jesus. I just tried to pray over the food or pray for her. You said no. Red flag. Guys, I don't care if she got the big butt and the hips and the lips and all. You don't believe in Jesus? You won't even let us pray over the food? Nah, red flag. I'm out. Hey, don't worry about the food. Cancel that order. Cancel mine. I can go eat somewhere else. Cancel my order. I'll pay for the latest stuff. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not being me. I'm out. I'm done. I can't believe. And then, they got the woman like what's the other woman? The one that did the whole Cheesecake Factory thing. You got these women out there doing that stupid. Come on, man. So, and that stuff like that, trying to be mean to the person. Say you don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. Last time I checked, Cheesecake Factory ain't Chili's. It ain't TJI Fridays. It's not Applebee's. Just saying. I go to Cheesecake Factory. I have no problem with it. But my point is, you got women out there that's like that, and men out there that's like that, like they on some high standards or something. What? Again, I don't know who told you that about Cheesecake Factory or what abusive manipulation control you trying to do. But people do that stuff. Just sidebar. Let me get back into this so we can get out of here. It's about to be 7 o'clock. Hold on, where I'm at. So the duration of the mental abuse has a lasting effect on you. See, if you've been through it for a couple months, a couple years, 10 years like Tyree, or more like some of y'all have been more, the duration of that mental abuse it's not an acute affair. Acute is like short term. No, this is gonna be permanent. It's almost like having permanent brain damage because you went through it through 10, 15, 20 years. The physical abuse, the emotional abuse, the warlock prayers or witchcraft prayer, whatever they was doing, the spells and curses, all this weird stuff they was doing. Plus, you didn't have a relationship with God through that whole thing. That's like basically that's like having brain trauma. If you look at it that way, it is. It's like having brain trauma. It's like getting hit in the head with like a hammer or something, or hitting the heart with a hammer, causing your body to just break down. And that's what the narcissists, again, they here to steal, kill, and destroy. They're gonna destroy you however they want. They're gonna take their time. Tyree mentioned something about poisoning. They gonna poison you, put a little bit in your food, put a little bit in your drink. They will sit there and poison you for years until they unalive you. These people don't care about you. They gonna tell you every day. They gonna kiss you on your forehead, kiss you on your cheek, tell you I love you, and turn around, go fix your food and put a little poison in there. It's like what Sister Nicole said earlier. How can the same hand that hold you or whatever turn around and hurt you? Well, in this same case, how can the same person tell you I love you, but to turn around and put poison in your food or your drink and then give it to you, waiting for you to pass away? You gotta understand what we're dealing with. This is bigger than just physical abuse. It's all these abuses rolled together. I see Mel say, I love the red velvet cheesecake. I say, Cheesecake Factory, I don't have a problem with it. Some people do. So when we think about abuse, and I didn't mention this before earlier, first thing comes to mind is what? Probably physical abuse. Hey, how you doing? North Texas, welcome. Oh, you say my granny poisoned her husband. See what I'm talking about? See? That's what I'm saying. Golden Gold say they are master. Yeah, they master deceivers. So when you think of abuse, what's the first thing come to your mind? What's first thing? First thing come to my mind, I'm not gonna lie. I think physical abuse. First thing come to my mind. First thing. Let me see. Shannon just put something in. Let me read that. Let me see. I'm way back. She said a lot of them, parents included, have life insurance. Oh yeah, you talked about this, and Joy talked about this before. Shannon and Joy both have. Joy knows a lot of information about life insurance and probably Pink Girl teaches. I don't know. I can't remember what that video was called. If Joy in here, go find her channel and yeah, what Shannon said. A lot of them have life insurance policies on you. They may not pay the mortgage, but narcissists pay those life insurance policies because in your untimely death, or they unalive you through poison or whatever, manipulation and abuse, they can collect on their life insurance policy. So the abuse continues because now you went through abuse for how many years, they unalived you, and they're going to use that money to abuse somebody else to continue the process. So remember, it's not just about you when it comes to abuse. It's about your children. It's about people you know. Heck, it's about people you don't know in this case, because these people will use that money to go, like Shannon said, abuse equal misuse. They go abuse somebody else. They don't care. I know we want to believe and we want to think it's good in everybody. No, it's not. I'm a firm believer it's not good in everybody. It's a good in a lot of people, but it's some not so good people out here. And it's not good in everybody. They got some people out here, they just straight evil. I don't care how you look at it. So the question I asked, what comes to mind? So physical abuse and emotional abuse to me comes to mind first. Moving forward, we think of abuse as injuries to the body, right? You know, but like I think I broke down, hopefully, it's not just injuries to the body. It's injuries to your mind. It's injuries to your spiritual. It's you know what I'm saying? It's not just physical. It's not wounds that we can see is what I'm getting at. It's those wounds you can't see. To me, what do you think about this one, lyricist? It's the wounds that you can't see that probably hurt you most. Yeah, you can have a black eye, you can have a bust lip, and a broken nose, and everybody will see that. But that would heal in most cases. It's those wounds you cannot see. They're not surface level. So I can't see them on my arm. I can't see them if I look at your face. It's the ones that's in the inside. It's the ones that inside your heart. It's the ones that's in the spiritual. Y'all not listening. You're not listening. You see what I'm saying? So those wounds hurt more because they're emotional. Oh, they can have an everlasting effect on you. They can be 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You can take that, like we hear some people say, they will take it to their grave. You'll be taking this stuff to your grave. That emotional baggage. You see? So we have to understand that those wounds, to me, they hurt even more sometimes. You know, even you've been through scarring or whatever, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. I don't want you to miss it. I'm not saying that doesn't hurt. I'm not saying if you get punched in your face, it doesn't. It does. I'm not saying if you get kicked in your stomach while you pray, it does. All that stuff hurt. But think about this. If you're pregnant and you get kicked in the stomach and you lose your baby, it's going to hurt that you lost that baby. You know, you got to go into the hospital and still got to take out the fetus. I get that. But think about the emotional effect it's going to have, because you always got to think you were pregnant. Talking to my sister, you were pregnant with a child, 6 months, 7 months, whatever the case is. This narcissist or this abuser kick you in your stomach, you lost the child, you go think about that for the rest of your life. Now you got a tombstone, you go visit, for y'all to go to the grave site, you go and visit of a child that never had a chance, never was born, because somebody, see what I'm saying? So that effect is going to last even longer. Just saying. Let me see, let me get back in the chat. We almost done. Let me see if I missed something. Oh, Golden Gold say, I saw my ex-narc following a crime documentary on how people get life insurance on someone. Sometime after that, I was involved in a car accident, and he was clearly disappointed. I wasn't. Y'all see what's on the screen right now? Are y'all reading this? He was disappointed that she made it out. He was disappointed that our God saved her. Disappointed. Oh, yeah. Evil jokers out here, boy, I tell you. We can't make this stuff up. And so Tyree said something. He say, once I told her she was the beneficiary, a week later at the local hospital, I'm on a hospital bed, EKG. So if this don't make you open your eyes, physical eyes and spiritual eyes, to see that these people out here trying to unalive people, these narcissistic people, these same people that smile in people's faces and everybody don't think they can do no wrong. Look at the comments. Look at what Tyree just said. Look what they just said. I think a few other people that listen to what they said. As soon as she was told she was the beneficiary, a week later, you're in the hospital. They're trying to take us out. They're trying to take us out, man. These people, boy, I tell you, nothing they do really surprises me. It doesn't. But the evil that I see from y'all comments and stuff that I see on TikTok or here on YouTube, it's just, man, it boggles my mind. It don't surprise, but it's like, how can you be that evil to go get an insurance policy on somebody and then try to unalive them? And then turn around and say you love them. Man, come on, bro. Alicia say he wouldn't take me and the baby to the hospital when we had the flu. Because they see, that's what I'm saying. They don't care. And people be like, oh no, they want the children. No. What they want the children, but they don't care about the children. I'm talking about when you're going through a divorce. See, a narcissist, I didn't say this before, and I know others didn't say this. Their whole thing is not about them taking the children so they can love on them and get them in the best colleges. They taking the children, again, to injure or, I guess in this case, hurt you. They still abusing you. See, the abuse still continue because what they did, they got the money, they got the attorneys, so they're going to take the children, they're going to somehow figure out a way to make you an unfit parent, whether the man or the woman, make you an unfit parent. Take the children. They know the children is your heart. You love those children. They're going to take the children from you. So now you're involved with what we call, what is called? I can't think. Parental alienation abuse. Another form of abuse. It is. I just thought about that. Parental alienation is another form of abuse. So you got to deal with that. You might get them every weekend, every other weekend, whatever the case is. But my point is, they look at ways to hurt you and injure you severely, whether it's through poisoning you or taking your children from you, taking your house from you. That's why I told you, I'm not about to sit there. If it's me, I'm not fighting over materialistic things because that joker will fight over that house and that car and try to make that drag the divorce out for 2-3 years if they can. See, but they will take them children from you. They can. That's why we got to pray for our children because they after the children. They after the children. Okay, let me get back in here. We over time. We y'all good? Y'all good? We got a little bit more. Y'all good? It's 7:05. Usually we wrapping up. We got we almost done. We got a little bit more. Y'all, let me check on y'all. Y'all okay? I ain't checking y'all today. Y'all okay? Let me see. Let me get a thumbs up or something. Make sure I ain't losing nobody. Let me see. Let me hit the hold on. Get some music. Wake some of y'all up. Y'all be in church, be dozing off. Go ahead, wake up. I think we're good. I think we're still here. Dalisha say y'all preaching today. So Dalisha, she in here say okay, we good. We got some people, some of y'all still around. I want to make sure I ain't losing nobody. We didn't talk about a lot. We didn't cover a lot. Okay, so we almost done. We almost done. So where was I at? Let me see. Exactly. The world is temporary. I like that. John say I'm here. Okay, y'all here. All right. Thank y'all. We almost done. Give me a few more minutes and we gonna be out of here. So I mentioned this earlier. I typed this in. I mentioned this earlier about your mind. I want you to really think about this when we talk about abuse. I also think about the abuse that's injurious to your mind, the emotional abuse. That's mine. The mental abuse, that's all mine. Even the verbal abuse. Guess what? It goes to your mind. It's not physical. They're not touching you. It's verbal abuse. Where it's going to your mind. It's injurious to your mind. When they tell you nobody will never want you, that's verbal or mental abuse. How you want to look at it's all mind. It's mind games to them. It's not mind games to us, but it's mind games to them. So these people I told you, they on devil duties. They're on assignment to try to take out as many as God people as they can because they know their time is coming. The devil know his time is coming. He know it. So he's trying to take out as many people through music industry, through Hollywood. Yeah, I said Hollywood, not Wood. Through Hollywood, through government, all this stuff. All this stuff is in play and in place to try to hurt and harm us. You see, they doing all kind of stuff. I was talking to a dude. I was in Lake Charles this week doing a training. Shannon and I went down there to do training. A guy told me they got a new virus going around. It's not COVID. Check this out. I was like, okay, so I think he's gonna tell me the name. He said, no. He said, I went to the hospital. The nurse that treated him, said she had just got over it. And what it is, I don't know if y'all heard this. I like to bring stuff in. If y'all haven't heard it, we need to know. You do a lot of sneezing. You can't stop hiccuping. The dude told me he was hiccuping for 2.5 days straight. Couldn't stop. No matter if he drunk, somebody scared him. I'm like, hiccuping? What are you talking about? He said, bro, I'm telling you, I could not stop hiccuping. Could not stop sneezing. And he had running a fever, hot and cold sweats, but it's not related to COVID. Anybody else heard about this? I don't know. Maybe it's just a Louisiana thing. I have no idea. But my point is, they got a lot of stuff going on. And I don't trust a lot of stuff. And people be doing stuff and doctors, that's just me. I go to God and pray about this stuff first because these people be out here doing stuff and you be out there like, hey, Deborah, how you doing? You be out there like, what virus is this? And this is the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make. He said the nurse said she had just got over it. So he said, so what's it called? The nurse said they have people been coming in. Like I said, it might just be in Louisiana. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing breaking news. I don't know. Said people been coming into the hospitals, but they don't know what it's called. Wait, what? So we got a new virus. Maybe it's just Louisiana. Like I said, maybe it's just in Lake Charles. I don't know. But it's going around in that area and they don't know a name for it. But you got uncontrollable hiccups, uncontrollable sneezing, cold and hot sweats, runny fever. He says fever's like 103, 104, and you got to take off work a week. And we don't know the name of it. I know that has nothing to do with this abuse thing I'm talking about, but I just thought I'd throw that out there. Y'all just think about, I don't know. So when it started coming around, you be like, okay, Solomon talked about that. I don't even know what it's supposed to do. I guess mask. I don't know. I'm going to do some research on it and figure out. So just think about the stuff that's going on in your mind when it comes to abuse. All right. So couple more things. So long-term abuse can change a victim's brain, resulting in cognitive decline and memory loss. No, I'm not talking about Alzheimer's. I'm not talking about when you're 70, 80, 90 years old. I want you to listen to this again. Long-term abuse can change a victim's brain. When we talk about mental, resulting in cognitive decline and memory loss. You wonder why you can't remember certain things and you're 30, 40, 50 years old, but you're married to a narcissist. Think about that. You can't remember where you put your keys at. You're only 30, 40 years old. And you go to that, it might be early signs of, no, it ain't. No, it ain't early signs of, no. I'm married to this goofball. I'm married to this narcissist. That's what that is. Or your mother a narcissist. You're around them all the time. That's why you got that you've been getting long-term abuse your whole life. So now you got memory loss. Your brain is starting to decline because you're around an energy vampire. You're around a narcissist. You're around a Jezebel, a Ahab. This is put it out there. That's what you're around. So in turn, the changes in the brain can increase the risk of chronic stress, PTSD, and symptoms of self-sabotage. What I keep saying, I kept telling you, go check out that video. They have people that are on devil duties or devil assignments. So if the narcissist is putting you through long-term abuse, their assignment is to get you into self-sabotaging yourself, PTSD, chronic stress, hair loss, headaches, sunken in eyes, weight gain, weight loss, stomach pains, ulcers, cancers. That's what they here to do. That's why you sick around these people, and you have mental issues too because you went through long-term abuse. Just saying. We almost done. We made it. Last Bible verse, Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. I mentioned this earlier. So we have to understand that we at war. You was at war yesterday. You at war today. You're going to be at war tomorrow. I don't know if you noticed or not, because the enemy is always coming around like a roaring lion looking. Y'all know the verse. He out there right now trying to figure out how can he get into this marriage or get into that business or get it. And that's why we pray against these things. That's why we go through deliverance. That's why we have spiritual warfare. That's why we read books like John Eckhart. That's why we get with other believers and talk about God. And because it's power in Jesus' name. It really is. It really, really is. So sometimes you can go through things. Shannon just shared something with me. I'm not going to say the name of it. But people be going through things where they can't get a job. I went through a situation like that, couldn't get a job. But you got to break up something in the atmosphere. You got to really get into your prayer closet and start praying. And, you can go through things for a year. And then it takes one prayer warrior or one solid prayer to God that breaks up something in the atmosphere that changes your whole situation. Ask me how I know. That one prayer changes your whole situation. I'm not talking about the prayer that's God bless my family, like I said earlier. Like Shannon just said, usually it's some witchcraft. See, that's why you got to go through these deliverance and soul ties and all the other stuff. Because the minute you understand that you're under witchcraft, sorcery, and you've been around warlocks and witches and Wicca and all these other things, then you can start the process. Well, hold on, man. Hold up. That's why all this stuff happening bad in my life. And see, I'm going to say this real quick. We're going to get out of here. Some of y'all, and Shannon and I was talking about this the other day. Hey, how you doing, Della Fonte? Welcome. God bless y'all. Some of y'all, some of us, me included, have been around people that are into witchcraft and sorcery and have did sacrifices, and we'll never know nothing about it. Think about that. We will never know. And the reason why we'll never know, because this fool ain't going to never tell you. They done did things to the family bloodline. You'll never know, because you know why? They're going to take it to their grave. They made a deal with the devil or whatever, witch or whatever. They made a deal to have a prosperous life, and meaning they made a deal so they have money. But by making that deal with the devil, guess what? Maybe they put a spell on you where you can't have children. You get what I'm saying? So this abuse, it goes all the way around. Witchcraft is abuse as well. No, there's no such thing as good magic. I know they tell you that. It ain't. No, it ain't no such thing as no good magic. So we got to understand that when we going through these things, a lot of the times it's related to witchcraft. A lot of the times you might have a spell on you. I'm not talking about the movie Love Potion number 9. No, that's probably on the good side, actually. I'm talking about some evil stuff that these people have put in place. And they might have sacrificed a chicken or a goat or some weird stuff that they had to do. But they made a deal with the devil. Like I said, you wonder why you can't have children. You wonder why you can't get a job. You wonder why your life was going good all of a sudden. It's because these people did things. And they didn't put things in place. It's all, like she just said, it's all satanic. It's all evil. Stop thinking. They got people, Shannon probably about to laugh when I say that. They got people that I know right now today that think in my neighborhood, my community where I live, they think they have no evil people out here. I want you to think about that for a second. Think about your community, wherever you stay. You might stay in a nice upscale neighborhood. But do you really believe it's nobody evil in the neighborhood? Think about that for a second. You don't think they got no pedophiles in the neighborhood. You don't think they got no abusers in the neighborhood. You don't think they have no narcissists in the neighborhood. What? I ain't talking about a house of 10. I ain't talking about a neighborhood of 10 houses. No. No. I'm talking about a neighborhood that's probably closer to about 3,000 on their way to 6,500 homes in this neighborhood. Yeah, I said it. 3,000 on their way to 65. You think they ain't got nobody evil in this neighborhood? Well, I mean, okay, what are we basing that off of? Oh, we basing it because it's a nice community. Oh, okay. So are we saying evil people don't come to nice areas? That's what we're saying? We're saying evil people ain't got money? So, okay, I get it. I figured it out, Shannon. I guess what they saying, evil people only live in low income areas. That ain't true, because they got some good people that live in low income areas too. So that ain't true. So that can't be true. So again, it tells me that I don't understand how people think like this, that you don't have no bad people in your neighborhood. I don't exactly. Foolish thinking. I don't understand that. If you have somebody around you that think like that, I just pray for them, and my discernment tells me I don't know, because I have no words for that, because it's no way you can think that any community anywhere in the world don't have no bad people. None. I don't know where the community at. Somebody point me to right. Tell me where the community at, where they don't have no bad. Now I'm not saying your crime rates are low. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about bad people. I'm talking about narcissistic people. People that don't believe in God. People that abuse their wives. People that abuse their husbands. People that abuse their children. Families that gaslight and lie to a child saying that's your mother, and then you find out you're 25, that's your auntie. Your mother was your sister. And you're all confused because now we back on this mental smorgasbord of lies and deceit, like I was talking about earlier. Think about what I'm saying. So the whole family then bought into the lie. Oh yeah, we're just gonna tell them that, that you the mother and that's his sister. Then you find out when you're 25, that's your doggone auntie. Your sister is really your mama. You don't think that'll screw a child up? Well, a grown man or woman, you don't think that'll screw you up? All these years you thinking that's your sister? That's your doggone mama? And you thinking this your mama? That's your auntie? Man, bro, come on, bro. Ask me how I know. I seen somebody do it in a family in Lake Charles. Like, bro, took the child, let the child go stay with the auntie, and lied to that child the whole time. I can't make this stuff up, man. I'm not making this. I'm just telling you, they got some people out here that's onto some weird stuff, and they into some weird stuff, and they do some weird stuff within families. And Shannon has a thing, it's called Pass the Peas. That's when the family talk about stuff and they take this stuff and basically sweep it under the rug. What I mean is all the abuse, all the neglect, all the witchcraft, all the sorcery, they take all that and they hide it. Okay, let's ask a quick question before we get out of here. We got quite a few people in here. So how many of y'all are in a family that you don't really know your family history? Listen, what I mean by that is you might know your grandmother and grandfather, but past that, what I mean is you don't really know your family history, meaning you don't really know where y'all from. You don't really know what y'all used to do. You don't know if y'all were slaves. You don't know if y'all was into witchcraft. You don't know if one of your uncles is a murderer. You don't know, matter of fact, you don't know one side of your family because you ain't never met them. How many of y'all, just about to show you can put a 1 in the chat. Just think about what I'm saying. How many of y'all really don't know y'all families? You know you got family. Oh, well, hold on, let me play this. You know the family that you know. It's a family you don't know that should concern you, meaning they got people out there, like Prosecution put one, Shannon put one. I'm put my 1 in there too. Hold on, let me put my 1. They got people out there, they don't know who their real family is. They got people that raised them, but I just told you they got people that raised you, and that's not even your mama, that's your auntie. And your sister is your mama, which throws you all the way in whack, and then that means the rest of the family, you don't know who those people are. And they will never introduce you to the other family because the other family, maybe they wanted to tell you the whole time. So they won't even bring you around them. So we got a lot of ones in the chat. So see, the HT say never met my dad's side of my family. Same thing. Same thing. See, the Alicia one, they know me by Pooh. See, they still, don't they say they still reach out on Facebook? Yeah. So we have to understand that these families aren't all what they cracked up to be. I don't care if they do say blood is thicker than water. Who said that? Who told you that? And who told you that just because they family, you gotta love them to death do you part? Your own family don't love you because they lied to you since you was a child. They lied about who your mama is. They tell you they don't know who your daddy, but they know your daddy. They know exactly where your daddy live, but they won't tell you. They know where your mama at. They'll say your mama gave you for adoption. Lie. What are adoption papers at? Nobody can show. Well, she gave it to your auntie. What adoption paper had? No, they probably ran your mama crazy. Maybe she was younger, 16, 15 years old when she had you. And so the family, to protect the family image, they won't let her come out there, so they send her away somewhere. See what I'm saying? It reminds me of human trafficking. The mama come back in her 40s and 50s, you now in your 20s, and she trying to build a relationship with you, but you thinking your mama, they didn't told you your mama dead and gone. Oh no, she died during birth. So this woman appears, I'm just saying how people do. She appears and tell you she your mother. There's no way you my mother. My grandmother said you died. I mean, she died. But you know, they got this thing called DNA test. So you find the DNA, you go do the DNA test, and it's 99.9999999%. You know how they say it. That's your mama. So now you stuck on, we back to that mental, that PTSD and all the other stuff, the long-term effects of this stuff. You 30 years old, been told your mama was unalive or passed away many years ago during birth. You 30, so you think your mama passed, and this woman shows up. It happens. So it's too much, you know what I'm saying, for you to stay in families that they don't love you. Like my wife Shannon say, I know very little about my family, nothing about my father. I think it's done by design. The family don't want you to know nothing about the family or the father, or if it's a mother, they don't want you. And the family know. The aunties know, the uncles know, but nobody go say nothing. You know what I call that? I call that control and a little witchcraft going on, because it's no way. Think about it. It got to be a Jezebel somewhere in play with this situation, because you think about it, it's no way. We're not talking about one or two people. Now, we're talking about a family. It's no way the whole family knows the older. I'm talking about the older, the aunties and uncles. It's no way all of them know. And nobody gonna say nothing without no witchcraft or sorcery or Jezebel being in charge of that. I'm just saying. Think about what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Think about it. A whole family? You can get a whole family to lock down and don't say nothing? What you got? Nude pictures of them? I mean, what you got? Family secrets on them? Which they might. But it got to be some witchcraft, some sorcery, some Jezebel manipulation, some Ahab people around there. It got to be a whole smorgasbord of just evil stuff going on. Just say, there's no way that it goes like that. So yeah, it's sad. Probably say they don't even know my real name. Oh, that's when you're saying, okay, they know me by Pooh. I got you. De La Fonte say, enablers enable the toxic one in the family. They do. That's the people I was talking about. They allow this manipulation, this control, this evilness to continue going on. So they helping out with the abuse. Yeah, they might not be physically abusing you yourselves, but they are assisting in the abuse, because they are allowing the abuser to abuse you, which you the abusee. You see what I'm saying? So they just as guilty, because if we was in a court system, and let's say you drove somebody over there to go beat somebody up, you just as guilty, even though you didn't get out the car and help them beat the person up. You are just as guilty because you provided the transportation to get them over there to go fight that person. So in this instance, it's the same thing. The family is just as guilty as abusing, because they know who the father is. They know who the mother is. They know you was abused as a child, and none of them fools said nothing. Not now one of them. You can say, oh, they was younger back then. Okay, well, what's the excuse now? They're not younger now. They 50, 60, 70 years old. What's their excuse now? They had all these years to say something. They had all these years to stop the lie about your father never paid child support. Ask me how I know. You can be told that lie for years. Your father never paid child support. Only to find out as an adult man that, no, he did pay child support. Because, see, you have to understand, think about this. If, you know the rules, if you don't pay child support, what happens? They arrest you. Or, if you're working, they find a way to garnish your check. I never thought about that as a child. I'm telling you my story right now. Newsflash. Well, we're talking about me right now for this part. So you're under the impression that he never paid child support. That's what I've been told. Oh, let me hit the rewind. Let me give you the real. Hold on. You under the impression that he only paid $68 your whole 18 years. I'm gonna say that again. Where that number come from, I don't know. You're under the impression that he only paid $68 your whole time. That's what you was told. But you were brought presents and stuff, through the stepfather that I no longer talk to because he's a narcissist. But I'm talking about my younger year. When I celebrate, I don't do none of that anymore. But I'm just saying, you always had presents. He's always taken care of. So it didn't bother you until I became a teenager. And I never asked the man for nothing. But guess what I did? I asked the man for something. I was working a job, grocery store. Wasn't making a lot of money. But you know how you get the class rings? I was making that kind of money, Class rings were like $400 to $500 something dollars, the ring I wanted. One time I called my father. I asked him, would he help me buy the ring? I was going to try to get as much money as I could because I only had a few months when they came out with the rings, senior year, whatever it was. So I was like, will you help me, get it? Or whatever. It might be my junior year, whatever it was. And on the phone, he said, well, Simon, see what I can do. He said, but I don't know. So he might have said no, I don't know, but I took it as I think he might have said no. So I was like, okay. First time I called him, he said no, or couldn't help or whatever. Not realizing he'd been paying child support. So that's another story. So I'm like, okay, cool. But do you know I found out only a few years ago? That's why I talk about this stuff, trying to help people out. Only a few years ago, I found out that he did send money for the ring. Actually sent like $150 for the ring. And the reason being, he talked to my grandfather. So my grandfather was like, hey, you got a son, a daughter, you take care of him, man, one, whatever. That's, old school. He talked to my grandfather. My grandfather, they call me Little Bubba. That's what they call me. They don't call me that anymore. They call me by Solomon. But he said, you go send Little Bubba. So you working, you go send Little Bubba, your son some money. Sent the money. I never knew. So that's why I'm going back to this abuse, how the abuse works. So what happened was, a few years passed, he was getting married to the woman he's still married to. He wanted me to come to the wedding. Well, remember, I'm thinking you never paid child support. I'm also thinking when the one time I asked you for the ring, or I asked you for not the whole money, I asked you for some money. I'm thinking you didn't send it. So what you think I said? What do you think I said when he asked me to go? He didn't ask me just to go to the wedding. He wanted me to stand in the wedding. What do you think I said when he asked me that? I'm pretty sure y'all know. I said no. Because I'm under the assumption that you never paid child support and you didn't send me the money. The one time I ain't never asked you for nothing. The one time I asked you for something, I'm under the assumption you ain't send me no money. You didn't want to help. I want to find out that he did send the money and he did pay child support all them years. See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm telling y'all that mental abuse, is on a whole nother level when it comes to, abuse in any form. So mental abuse plays a part on you. But I'm going to show you how God works though. So even now, me and my father talk. Matter of fact, he stuffed a few months ago. I went down to Baton Rouge. He stuffed a few roasts for me. So we have a relationship now. But what I want you to realize, look at all those years that was lost off not one lie, but lies. Remember I told you about lies, deceit, and manipulation and control. That was all done by one person because I don't know why. And I'll never ask her tomorrow. I'll never ask her because I know I'll never get the answer I'm looking for. So there's no need. See, some of y'all, I told y'all about this before. Y'all want closure. I don't need closure because I know the truth. That's my closure. I know what happened. I got a relationship with my father. I talk to his wife now, Mama Michelle, talk to her and stuff. You see what I'm saying? So God didn't flip it. I got a relationship now. So I hope I didn't lost 40 years, but I pray I get 40 years or more with him. You know what I'm saying? Where we can go out and eat and do stuff. And, that's my story. So again, I'm trying to tell y'all that abuse, to me, it plays the physical abuse is one thing, but that mental abuse, see, I wouldn't have never told him no for the wedding. I know, I wouldn't have think about it. If I'd have known it wasn't even about the child support. It's the one time I called and asked for the ring. If I'd have known he sent that money, I would have went to the wedding. I would have stood in there. So my point, I missed the opportunity to be with my father, my biological father, for his wedding. I could have been part of the pictures, but I missed the opportunity based off of one person saying, well, you ain't get the money and he never paid child support. So let that sink in. So it's the same thing when I'm talking about that mental abuse and that mental anguish. When you're going through that stuff and it's a child witness it, you go grow up a certain kind of way because you was raised that way. So it's not until, that's why I love Shannon Chan. It's not until you break the chains. It's not until you come out of narcissist abuse. It's not until you break those soul ties. It's not until you start using your spiritual brain, your spiritual eyes, and start to see things for what they really are. See, In the physical world, in this world, we can look at things and it'd be like, well, yeah, the sky is blue, it's blue. You start looking at stuff through your spiritual eyes, maybe the sky not so blue like I thought it was. I see a little pink in there, especially when the sun come up there. You see what I'm saying? So you got to step out on bold faith. You got to have bold faith and understand that God is your father no matter what. I mean, it sucks that I had to go through that. It sucks that you had to go through your situation, whatever that may be, but you still have time to fix certain things. We can't fix everything. We can't help everybody, but we can fix certain situations. Look at my story with my father. We working on that. We talk, on the phone way more than what I used to. I wasn't talking to him because I was on that person in my 20s and 30s. Listen to me, in 20 and 30, I wasn't talking to him. About what? Every now and then, might be a little conversation here and there, but I wasn't talking to him like that. Only to realize it all was a lie. All lies. So again, 40-something years wasted. So that's my story. That's it's just one of them things where you got to understand that sometimes we holding grudges against people that we probably shouldn't be holding grudges against. See, I held a grudge against my father thinking basically like he was the abuse, like he abused the relationship, but it wasn't him. y'all hear? I don't think y'all hear me. I'm holding a grudge. You might be holding a grudge against somebody because somebody told you somebody did something. Isn't that what we talk about on here all the time? Manipulation? That's manipulation. That's control. It don't matter why they did it. The fact is they did it. So the thing is, it was done. So what you going to do about it? Once you figure out this person been lying for 20, 30 years, now what you going to do? I did what I had to do. I went, we sat down on his back porch, had a conversation and talked. His wife came out, we talked, and she was able to back his story. Say, no, baby, hold on. We sent money the whole time, and they had receipts. Y'all see what I'm saying? So again, you can't hold grudges to some people, somebody based off somebody's story. You see what I'm saying? You got to have actual facts is what I'm getting at to be able to, okay, now I got the receipts. Okay, well, this checks out. So what if you don't have the receipts? What are the receipts that you have are based off somebody's lies, deceit, and manipulation? That's the receipts I had based off of somebody telling me. I mean, my mama was going to lie to me, so it got to be the truth. Lie detector determined that's a lie. So some of y'all in them same situations, somebody in your family been lying to you about somebody else in your family, and you holding a grudge against that person, not realizing what if that person, because Shannon and I talked about this some years, what if that person didn't do what that person said? What if all this is a lie? What if I've been tricked and bamboozled into believing a lie or a bunch of lies? What if? I'm not saying that's your case, but what if? Something to think about. Let me read a couple comments. We'll get up out of here. Let me see. Shannon had put something in there. I seen it. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I seen you put it up there to say under the mattress with your birth certificate, or maybe that was just me. Birth certificate, not even the same name. Prophet Quenisha say, my family tree is jacked up. I did a lot of denouncing of witchcraft, diseases, and curses. Amen. We got to do that. Okay, I seen something Shannon put in here. Where is it at? Oh, I seen this part. She said, I even asked my aunts about my dad. They protect one another's secret. They're taking them secrets to the grave. That is not just a saying. That I don't know that come from a movie. I heard multiple people. I'm talking about the people that's in right around they 60s, 70s years old. They all say the same thing that I've heard. Oh, I'm taking it to my grave. So stuff like that, they ain't gonna tell. They're gonna take it to their grave. It's messed up, man. Messed up. Narcissist say my family is so secretive, but they always want to know all my business. Always called under my life, but they are so secretive where to come to this. I wouldn't tell them none of my business. You can kick rocks with no shoes on. I ain't telling you nothing. You want to know all my business? You tell me something, I give you something. That's how our relationship works. You give me a little bit, I give you. You tell me who my father is, maybe I'll tell you something of my business. You tell me who my real mom. You tell me where my mom at. We already realized that ain't my mama, so let's, tell me what auntie such and such at. Tell me where she went. Because she ain't passed away, where she at? Just saying. Violet said, I got rid of both sides of my family bloodline, blocked every family bloodline on my social media. I know that's hard to do, Violet. I know it's hard. We got to continue praying for our brothers and sisters because this ain't no easy task. He may seem like, well, I blocked it. It ain't easy to sit there and say, well, I'm blocking my whole family or go no contact with my whole family. Shannon went no contact with most of all her family except for a couple. So, yeah, nah. I'm still trying to get down. Shannon had put something in here. I just can't figure out where is it. Where is it? Let me see. Thank y'all for all the comments and just staying here. I know we went over today, but I think it was needed, especially on this measure. I'm still ready to go. I can go for another hour, but I'm not. I could. It's just share. I told you, every time I share something from my past, it just, it's like something coming off my back. So it's one of those things that, I feel better is what I'm getting at. Amen. I am too. So glad your relationship. Yeah. For anybody that's going through this and your relationship is restored. And like I said, don't take this to the grave like what them old folks been telling you. I'm gonna take it to the grave. If if your perception of this person is based off of just what somebody said and you haven't seen it for yourself, think about this. I know we're adults, but think about it. You always been told this person a certain way, but you never really seen that. Maybe it's time for you to pray to God and figure out if this is true or if this is a lie. Who sent them? Some people in your family could be sent from the devil. They're not all good either. They got evil people in our family. We got murderers and rapists and all kind of stuff in every family. So no family is good. So don't let that be the thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh yeah. I think I missed the other thing I was looking for Shannon. Say we did the same thing for each other. You opened my eyes to my mother, and I opened your eyes to have a relationship with your father. Yeah, we did. That's why we meant for each other, because I just asked her one day, it just hit me. I was like, what if your mama lying? I just asked her flat out. I didn't know how she gonna tell. I just said it. I was like, what if your mama lying? What if she not telling the truth? And she sat there and processed it. And guess what? She was lying. A lot. I wasn't trying to destroy the relationship. I just asked the question. I just want to, what if she's not telling the truth? What your sister or whoever did, what if this is lies? And she just, sometimes you gotta ask the question. What if your parent is lying to you? I know it's gonna hurt to find out the truth, but wouldn't you want to know the truth? And do you have time to fix that relationship that you get what I'm saying? Now I got time to work on that relationship with my father. So I'm like, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Amen, Tyree. We almost out. I'm gonna read a few more. Shannon said, I never thought my mother would lie until the scales were removed from my eyes and came with receipts. Mama Michelle was on it. Yeah, you got to keep the receipt. HC say keep the receipt. Yeah. So the whole message, I know the end of it went a little sour, but it still was about abuse. I just want you to understand, sometimes we can repair relationships. Now, some relationships are unrepairable. I'm not repairing a relationship with no narcissist. Not gonna happen. Shannon, no, I didn't say this on the thing. If I put you in a box, whether you're a business or a person or whatever, I'm not dealing with you ever again in life. That's my own boundary that I said. You do what you do. My boundary, if I put you in this boundary as a person, we talking about people, I'm not talking to you no more. Jesus gonna have to tell me himself, you need to reach out to that person, because if he don't, I'm not talking to ask my wife, I'm not talking to you. I'm done. I'm good. So if you get placed in that box, I'm good. That means I didn't pray about it. And like the old people used to say, the 60, 70-year-old, I didn't wash my hands of it. I'm done. I'm finished. We don't have nothing to talk about. Nothing. So all that going back and forward and trying to figure out, nah, bro, you didn't did me wrong. You did me dirty. I gave you a couple chances. It ain't gonna be 4, 5, 6 chances. I don't do that no more. I used to. Again, you're looking for the old me, check the more. He's not here. Solomon from 2015, 2012, 2000, 1995. Him not here. Him not downstairs. Him gone. Him not here. And my best Bernie Mac and Bernie. Him not downstairs. Him not here. I'm serious. Him is not here. This is Solomon 2023, the new model. This is Solomon 2023, the praying warrior type. This is Solomon 2023, the one that get on YouTube and talk about narcissism and can go on and talk about people healing and talk about praise report. The same one that can get on TikTok and do the same thing. This is Solomon that's at his job. Don't curse. Just handle this business. Pray at work, pray on the way to work. This is the new improved Solomon. This is Solomon that's married to a wife that's a prayer warrior. This is Solomon that's doing things, that's changing things. It's not the old Solomon that would sit there and just watch stuff go by and be like, well, it's not my business. No, this time it is my business, so I'm going to talk about it. Not scared to say anything. Not scared to talk about Hollywood or Illuminati or none of that stuff. If I have to, if God put it on my heart and say that's what I need to, we're going to go ahead and talk about it. But for right now, we're talking about healing. We're talking about narcissist abuse. We're talking about all these different things. We're talking about abuse. Tonight was about abuse. So if you're coming out of abuse, go get some. A lady asked me earlier on TikTok, should she go to, do you think therapy after divorce is a thing? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I don't agree with going to therapy with a narcissist, but if you go and get help for yourself, yes. I definitely think you need to go to therapy. And then somebody had put in there, this lady named Melissa was like, she mentioned EAP, employment assistance program. A lot of companies have that, and I'm glad she put that in there. She said that, a lot of companies have that. And I know I knew that, but I forgot. They have it, and they provide free therapy. I think you get so many, but it's free, and the company can't find out about it. So if you are dealing with a narcissist, you can call that hotline, get the number and whatever, and they'll provide a therapist a lot of times for free. If your company has an EAP, which is an employee assistance program, look into that. So some of y'all be trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay for this. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you had a job that already have this in your healthcare thing. It's not even something you pay for. It's a free benefit. Maybe they already have it. You just got to find out about it, get the phone number, call, and next thing you know, you're on your way to healing. So that's why I love doing these things. There's always information being shared, whether it's business, financials, food prepping, preparing for famine, talking about, employee assistance programs, whatever. I think it need to be shared. If I got to be the one to share it, hey, so be it. And we still gonna talk about narcissist abuse and still gonna mention food somewhere in there. We're just not gonna talk about food tonight. Although I am about to get off here and get something to eat, but yeah. So you have to understand that if your receipts are not warranted or your receipts are not your receipts, if your receipts are based off somebody else's receipts, you got to go get your own receipts. You got to get your own receipts. You got to get your own receipts. You do. You got to get your own receipts. You can't base your whole life like I was doing. I learned that. You can't base your whole life based off of what somebody told you. And that's what a lot of us do. I know y'all might not want to admit that, but if you really sit there and think, you probably go get off this live and come back. Some of y'all go come back and rewatch the blah, blah, blah. Solomon did say something. Because the whole time I've been told they didn't know who my father was. And then you start doing a little bit of, and you might have been told your father didn't want you. See what I'm saying? Or you've been told your mother didn't want you, she gave you away. It might all turn out to be lies. They might have pushed your mother out the thing. They might have pushed your father out the thing. They might have beat your father up and made him, you never know what happened, because the family, one thing they gonna do, they go keep some secrets. They gonna keep them secrets. They're not gonna tell nobody, telling on nobody. The brothers gonna protect the brothers, the sisters gonna protect the sisters, the brother gonna protect, you get what I'm saying. So you cannot sit there and base your stuff off of somebody. I did it. I'm telling you what I did, and I hate it happened, but I mean, when I was a child, I thought it was the truth, but it wasn't. It was lies. So who knows what else is being lied about? You get what I'm saying? So love them, but love them from afar. Get your receipts. Get your receipts. Get your receipts. I'm way back. Shannon said, now I understand why a crazy aunt stayed away. Now I'm the crazy aunt. You're not the crazy aunt. You're the blessed aunt. You're the highly favored aunt. You're the aunt that's breaking generational curses. You're the prophetess Shannon that's going to change a lot of this stuff, not just for your family, but for other families. So you're not the crazy aunt. And your aunt probably wasn't the crazy aunt. As far as we know, she might have been doing the same thing, breaking generational curses, but she just didn't go back to the family because the family is the crazy people. So yeah, we got to stop saying we're not the crazy aunt or the crazy uncle or not. No, we're not. The family is the one that's crazy because they drove you out. Think about it. The family drove a child of God out. The family lied to a child of God for many, many years. The family is still lying to the child if the child was to go over there and ask. So who the crazy one? No, it's the family that's the crazy one. It's the family. They the crazy ones. So we can't say that. You tell me all the time, Shane, you can't say that about the crazy. You can't say it either. Let me see. Let me read a few more. Literally say, I talked to my dad years ago, but it still didn't work out. And this other daughter found me on Facebook. I was excited at first, but then I got the answers I needed, and it won't want good. I forgave and moved. Okay, it wasn't okay. I got you. But at least she was able to forgive and move on. So hey, and I didn't know how that was gonna work out with my dad. I didn't. Just hey, went over there, drove all the way to Baton Rouge, sat down, had a conversation, and ever since, actually, and we get. Matter of fact, I need to tell them I'm probably gonna go there probably in December. I'm gonna try to get them to stuff me some more roasts. I guess we're gonna talk about food a little bit. Try to get. I'm probably gonna go down with 4 roasts, 2 pork and 2 beef. Let them stuff them, bring them back home, and yeah. I won't even celebrate holidays, but I know how to cook though. I know how to cook. He say, facts, brother. You can't deal with these narcissists. You guys got to leave them alone and live your life. Exactly. Let me scroll all the way down. Okay. Protestant community say, I'm very thankful I came across you and your wife's ministry. This is definitely healing. Hey, man, we're thankful that you're here. We're thankful that, you're doing what you're doing as well on TikTok and on YouTube. I like that, Tyree. All right, brother. Tyree say facts. He said the old Tyree gone. The people-pleasing Tyree is gone. Y'all need to be putting some flames in the chat. The people-pleasing Tyree or the people-pleasing Shannon or whatever you was, the old you is gone. Y'all need to be celebrating not just Tyree, but all yourselves because I'm not the old Solomon. I'm not him. I told you, him not downstairs, him not here, him gone. him is gone. Same thing with you. She is gone. Prophetess Quenisha from 10 years, that's not who she is. Lyricist, that's not who she's not the same lyricist from 10 years ago. Arnay, my sister, not the same person she was 10, 15 years ago. We done been through some stuff. We done gone through some stuff, and now we didn't heal through some stuff. We done found our family. I know it's on YouTube. I get it. But we didn't met Joy in person, awesome woman of God, pink girl teacher. We met Arnay in person, awesome woman of God. Arnay is funny, cracks me up. I can't wait to hang out with Arnay again. Funny. So we hope to meet some more people in person. We met somebody else. Who was it? In Atlanta. We met Yoke Breaker. You might see her here sometime. We met her in person. Awesome. I mean, so I'm all for meeting people, you know what I'm saying? Time gonna come, we're gonna be able to meet people. So it's awesome to meet people, especially people you're talking to online all the time. So I always say, allow me to reintroduce myself. And no, we're not talking about Hove. No, not talking about no Jay-Z, Jigga Man. Nah, ain't talking about him. I know you got a song. Nah, whatever. Rap Stealer. I ain't gonna get into that. Okay. Okay, probably said, if y'all have a meet and greet, I gotta come. Yeah, we looking at probably doing some stuff. I don't know when, if it's gonna be next year or what we're gonna try to do, but God is in the blessing business, so we're trying to do some things. We got some other stuff to get off the ground, on our personal and professional side. And I believe once we get those out the way, we might try to do some things where we have, who knows? We might have like a Shannon Solomon conference go on, and I don't know. So we'll see and see what that looks like. You do things like that, you gotta, you don't want to go rent a big venue and then nobody show up, stuff like that. So we're gonna see. We might do like a little conference or a meet and greet or something at a smaller venue and, see if people come, pre-tickets or whatever. Who knows? I'm just talking out loud, but I'm just saying, we ain't talking about doing that, but you just never know. Just never know. My wife say, this was surgery. Heal your people, Jehovah, and restore your servant. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank y'all. Thank y'all again. Yeah, get your own receipts. You may be resentful of someone off of someone else. You based off their receipts. And their receipts guess what? Their receipts got void on it. I see it. Their receipts got void written across. Their receipts, it wasn't even from the right place. You know how you ever go to a restaurant, try to bring something back to the store? You got you walk in Walmart, you got the HEB receipt. They're not gonna take it back. So the receipt that person got is the wrong receipt. It's void. You can't use it here. Go get your own receipt. Go do it. So that means go do your own investigation. Go to God and yeah. Do what you got to do. It's some work we still got to do, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I love the gems, knowledge, and growth. Continue putting in the work. God bless, family. God bless you too. God bless you too. I'm just reading a few. Encourage yourself. Speak to yourself in the Lord. Your blessings and highly favored. Amen. Amen. We got to keep encouraging. Thank y'all for putting the flames in the chat. We got to keep encouraging. Thank y'all for the likes and if you shared it out or whatever. Thank you. Let's play this before we pray and get up out of here. We about to wrap this up. One. Right, Protestant Quenisha. Access is denied. All right, y'all. I'm done. I didn't put out everything I can put out. Usually I don't go this long. This is not a record. I think I did 3.5 hours a couple of times before, but usually I don't go this long. We're going on about to hit 3 hours and 8 minutes. Shannon, I'm approaching your time. But I thought I feel good though. Like I said, I could go another hour. I really had to, but I think enough was shared. I think you got the meat and potatoes of the situation. I also think that if you didn't understand, I think you should have a better understanding of abuse and how other people's receipts plays a part. I might do a message called "Other People's Receipts." That's a message right there. See, sometimes you can speak to your own self and say some stuff, and you got a message. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, other people's receipts. I like that. I'm gonna have to go ahead and do me a thumbnail. You might see that in the next couple of weeks. Like, boy, says good. Yeah, I might have to go ahead and do that. Other people's receipts, because I think too often we basing our knowledge or our gripes or whatever off of other people's receipts, and that's wrong because our receipts, yeah. Shannon said the point has been made, Pastor. That's my wife. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. Let's y'all any questions before I pray? Any questions? I ain't taking no. Once I pray, I'm about to get up. I'm about to go get me some food. I'm hungry. So, any questions before I pray? Anything y'all want to ask? Everybody good on the message? Prophet Queen say this was great. Thank you. You say no questions. Oh, I said that was Fly Monkeys do. Thank you, Arnay. God bless you. Thank you. Thank all y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. just the love and support of just being here. Like I said, the channel continue to grow. I'm happy. I just hit 4,000 last week, 4,000 subscribers. So I know we got a lot to do. But yeah, so I'm just sitting back, just watching this thing just grow. It's like a little baby, just watching it grow. So if she's steady moving, keep on moving. So I thank God for any numbers, 4,000 or 400, doesn't matter. But I just thank God for the message and the people hearing the message and actually learning from it. So that's what it's all about. Lyrics say, well, Shannon say this was fire. Lyrics say thank you for another great message. Yeah. Oh, they definitely treat you like a felon for child support. That's definitely true. All right, y'all. Let's pray so we can get up out of here. God, we just come together just praying, just saying thank you, Father. Thank you for this message. We praying that if we using receipts from other people, we praying that we go get our own receipts, oh Heavenly Father. We praying that those receipts that we've been thinking were real and thinking that we could actually turn those in, those receipts are voided, oh Heavenly Father. So we praying for our own receipts, oh Heavenly Father. We praying for restoration, oh Heavenly Father, for all of them. We all done been through some things. We all done been through some type of abuse, whether it's emotional or physical or mental or psychological, verbal, financial, whatever it may look like. We praying for restoration right now, Heavenly Father. We praying that everything that we had put out and poured out is restored, oh Heavenly Father. We praying that the things that we have done, the seeds that we have planted on good soil, oh Heavenly Father, that we reap the harvest, oh Heavenly Father. It's harvest time, oh Heavenly Father. So we praying for everybody that's in the chat, every family member that's represented, everybody that came in and sowed a seed of time or money or chat message or whatever, or shared information. We thankful for that, oh Heavenly Father. We thankful that the Wi-Fi and the lights and everything held up. I'm thankful that I held up for the 3 hours. I usually don't go 3 hours. So thank you for giving me the message. And a lot of it didn't come from me. A lot of it I know came from the Holy Spirit. So I thank you for the Holy Spirit taking over. So I'm always excited and awesome to get in front of your people and share good news and give praise reports and let them know that they're not alone. And just say thank you, Heavenly Father, for everything that you're doing and you already currently doing, Heavenly Father. So we thank you for the church home that we have right here in Houston, Texas. We pray over Apostle Fred and his wife, First Lady. We pray over those members, Heavenly Father. We pray over all the churches that's also represented in the live, Heavenly Father. I want to pray over each church, Heavenly Father, that we get in what we need at the church, Heavenly Father. We're not getting what we need. We pray that we find the right church home that we need to be in. We pray that we need to go through deliverance, that we find a church that's going to have us go through deliverance, oh Heavenly Father. We pray that we need a life coach, that we don't get just a life coach, but we get the life coach, oh Heavenly Father. We pray that we need a therapist. We get the right therapist, oh Heavenly Father, a person that's going to understand our situation of narcissistic abuse, understand abuse, and also walk us back, where we need to be, like walking us off the ledge, oh Heavenly Father. And we pray that we get a closer relationship with you, oh Heavenly Father. Because without you, where will we be? Without you, even going through the narcissist abuse, where will we be? Without you, the lies and deceit, we would still be caught up in the lies and deceit, not knowing our way, not knowing that you've been there for us, not knowing that you wasn't part of the schemes of the enemy, oh Heavenly Father. So we thank you for showing us and opening up our spiritual eyes to things that are going on around us in our family, in the workplace. And we want to pray against all the snakes in our lives. I know sometimes it's hard to say that prayer because sometimes people are removed and we like, wow, them too. But I'm praying for the removal of snakes in my life for sure, and my wife's life, because we know the enemy is trying to attack us on every front, especially the work that we're doing, what Shannon doing with CBU, with Chainbreaker University, what she's doing with Not Free Living, what I'm doing with faith-based workplace, and also at my job. But we're not going to stop. So we got prayer warriors around us. So we want to continue praying, continue supporting one another, continue uplifting one another, and continue showing support for every business. We praying for an increase in kingdom business, kingdom entrepreneurs. They have kingdom entrepreneurs right here on this live. We praying that more businesses are started, whatever it may be. We praying for success over your business as well. We praying for kingdom success over your business. We praying for kingdom success over your marriage if you married. And if you single, we praying that you find a kingdom husband or find a kingdom wife when the time comes. But doing that, we need to make sure that you get kingdom healing as well. You can't get just that regular healing. We need kingdom healing. We need you to touch each and every one of us, oh Heavenly Father, and heal us and make us whole, make us brand new, oh Heavenly Father. We plead the blood of Jesus over each and every person that's watching this live, and everybody's going to watch the replay, oh Heavenly Father. So we say thank you, Heavenly Father, as we turn off this live for tonight, but turn you on, oh Heavenly Father, as we go into our war rooms and say another prayer after this, oh Heavenly Father, before we go to bed. And as we listen to different things, we want to make sure that our ear gates and eye gates are receiving good info, oh Heavenly Father. So as we leave and go to our rooms and get ready to go to sleep, we pray that we have a peaceful and a restful sleep. We pray that we wake up just ready to do God's work. We pray that we wake up with God's armor, with your full armor on, oh Heavenly Father. We pray that we wake up when our feet hit the floor, the devil shakes and the demon, they shake like, oh Lord, they up again. And as soon as we hit the floor, we start praying, we start worshiping, we start, doing the things that we need to do, oh Heavenly Father. We know Satan is mad right now tonight with this prayer and this message that was delivered, but we don't care. We're here to make him mad. We're here to make him upset every day, every chance we get. And we know that we can't be scared or we can't be fearful because we got you on our side and you have never lost a battle. So we thankful for every man, every woman, every child, every business, everything that's represented on this live, oh Heavenly Father. So we pray peace and blessings over everyone. This we ask in your son Jesus' name. Amen, amen, and amen. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Let me play this one more time. Hold on. Let me drink some water first. Thank y'all for staying for prayer, because some people get off doing prayer, but thank y'all for staying. Thank y'all for being here. God bless y'all. One. All right, let me see. Anything else? Let me see. Anything else? Let me see. I just hit a few before we get out of here. That's y'all. That's the bell you need to be hearing in the morning. I'm not even being funny. When you wake up in the morning, you gotta realize it's time to go to war. When you go to bed tonight, it's wartime. You gotta understand. So we praying. This is real stuff. So you gotta understand it's wartime. You gotta hear that bell. That bell should be a lasting thing in your head that you wake up. Hey, you know what? It's time to go to war. It's time to fight the enemy yet again, and know that God is your tag team partner that has never lost a battle. So you know you're about to win. It's just a matter of you stepping out on faith and saying, you know what? Let's get it. And that's what I'm gonna say in the morning. Let's get it. Hit that bell. Oh, I missed it. Let's get it. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'll see you next time. God bless y'all. And I'm out.